by serving our customers' best interest. By providing top-quality, energy-efficient Rheem equipment and service for Southeast Kansas homeowners. Global Heating and Cooling is a Rheem factory authorized dealer and has been serving the area for over 20 years. Turn to the experts. Turn to Global Heating and Cooling.
Gunflex right stack, 394 Dragon Smoke.
Make the right call to Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, 620-231-6230. Vietti Auto Body and Alignment has a team of experts that has the newest equipment and training like no other. So why go where the insurance company sends you? Stand up and choose Vietti Auto Body and Alignment on 4th Street in Pittsburg since 1948, or call 620-231-6230. It is your choice. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
ESPN 100.7.
And we welcome you back inside historic Fort Scott, Kansas, with about 3 minutes left to go until tip-off. Let's get you the starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. So Zoe Pinamani, Madden Petty, Aubrey Beitzinger, Caden Matlock, and Sophia Pinamani are the starters. Again, that is Zoe Pinamani, a junior, Petty, sophomore, Beitzinger, singer, Matlock, junior, and Sophia Pinamani, also junior. For the hometown Fort Scott Tigers, their starters are going to be junior Kyra Pryor, sophomore Ella Beth, senior Brooklyn Sheehy, senior Elena Allen, and senior Sierra Stumful. Pryor, Beth, Sheehy, Allen, and Stumful starting off for the Fort Scott Tigers. 2.5 minutes to go, and as they're happening, still just doing some pregame shoot-arounds to get things going on. I'm once again Shelby White, joining me, Jacob Ryan, our videographer. You can listen to this live on the air at ESPN 100.7 for a while, around 8 o'clock. We will switch over to stream only. We are currently streaming as well on ESPN1007.com. At around 8 o'clock, you can hear the voice of the Gorillas, Eddie Lomschek, call the contest that is going on in Las Vegas, as both the men's and women's team for the Pitt State Gorillas are out in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Challenge. Las Vegas Hoopla. The women will tip off at approximately 8 p.m. And they will take on, I bring up the schedule, closed out on me. Sorry about that, folks. The women will take on St. Edwards at approximately 8 p.m., while the men following that contest at approximately 10 p.m. will take on West Texas A&M as part of the Las Vegas Hoopla. You want to listen to some of the other games that we have going on currently on the MyTown Media Radio Network family. If you go to 1340 a.m. as well as you go to ESPN1007.com and click on the St. Mary's Colgan live stream tab, you can hear Avi Sharma call the St. Mary's Colgan contest, where they're hosting the Iola Phillies and Mustangs. And then you can also go to ESPN1007.com, click on the Frontenac Raider live tab, and listen to Heath Atkins call the Frontenac Raiders play the Lady Rams and Rams of Riverton down in Riverton. 30 seconds away, and they are getting ready to do the national anthem, I believe. And we will take it with them should they do it, but they're also lining up straight for the starting lineups. And they're just going to roll right into the starting lineup. So I'll give you those again, as you heard, starting with the visiting Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Junior Zoe Pinamani, sophomore Madden Petty, senior Aubrey Beitzinger, senior Caden Matlock, and junior Sophia Pinamani. Zoe Pinamani, Petty, Beitzinger, Matlock, and Sophia Pinamani, the starters for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. And for the home team, Fort Scott Tigers, junior Kyra Pryor, sophomore Ella Beth, senior Brooklyn Sheehy, senior Elena Allen, senior Sierra Stumful. Pryor, Beth, Sheehy, Allen, and Stumful for the Fort Scott Tigers. And the Fort Scott Tigers in their home white uniforms, red letters and numerals outlined in black. On the shorts they have Tigers running down the leg. For the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, they are in their road purples with white numerals outlined in black and a white P on the short length. They have finished the starting lineups, and Fort Scott starters have run through the Spirit Squad section. Are in their huddle. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, for their part, have ended theirs. And now we are getting ready for the start of tonight's contest. See who goes to the tipping circle to jump. Coach Krotz getting some last-minute input to his girls, as well as now Coach Pashon Steps giving information on last-minute coaching to his squad. Breaking the huddle, and to the center circle we go. Jumping for the Fort Scott Tigers is Sierra Stumful, and for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, Caden Matlock. Tip up, and it goes to the Fort Scott Tigers. We are underway here. Ball in the hands of Pryor. Pryor dribbling to the top of the key, gets it over to Stumful on the right wing. Short pass over to Beth. Beth, as I mentioned, the leading scorer for the Tigers, averaging 18 points a game. Swinging around to the left, gets it to Pryor. Now they get it to Stumful in the left corner, the near side. Now a 5, put it from Beth. Shot up, off the right side of the rim. Rebound by Madden Petty there. Now the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons will get their offense going. Beth, the leading scorer, 18 points, shot up, no good. Rebound by Matlock, and now underneath the basket. Rebound by Pryor of the Tigers. Reaching in is Petty in order to force the jump ball. Inbounding it, they find Caden Matlock right in the middle lane. Her shot up, no good, just a little long, hit the heel of the rim. It was rebounded by Sheehy. Now quickly in the transition is Pryor. Pryor's 3 up, no good, but they're going to wave it off. Hit the wire that I'm not sure you can kind of see on our stream. There's a wire that's hanging from the pole supporting the backboard going up to the ceiling in order so that it doesn't fall. Beth will put up a volume of shots. Made 17 threes so far this season. Breaking the press is Beitzinger, getting it to Sophia Pinamani. Back up to Aubrey Beitzinger at the top of the key. Now they get it to Matlock. Matlock outside the 3, not engaged. Get it interior pass to Sophia Pinamani. No good. Loose ball recovered by Sierra Stumful, and then she lost it briefly. And a foul will be called on Sophia Pinamani, as Sophia Pinamani was attempting to reach in there and grab it for a jump ball. Inbounding Stumful. Stumful gets it over to Allen. Allen guarded by Petty. Petty swipes at it. Lost it for a second to Allen, but she keeps it. Crosses the timeline. And now Allen gets a screen from Pryor. Swung it over to Sheehy via Beth. Now back in the hands of Beth. Beth guarded by Beitzinger. Ball now with Sierra Stumful. Stumful shot up. Good. Long 2 from Sierra Stumful. That will put The Fort Scott Tigers up 2-0 here with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Petty has it, taking a three off a screen from Beitzinger. No good, rims out. Rebounded by Brooklyn Sheehy. Sheehy's second rebound. She drives it up, gets it to Pryor. Pryor wraps it in. Great interior look to Sierra Stumfel. Stumfel's shot missed. Got her own rebound and then was fouled on the way up. And now it was a jump ball call. Now they're making sure that the jump ball possession arrow is correct. A little bit of discussion from Boach, Steps, and Krotz have been employing their teams as to what they're going to do. Ball with the hands of the Tigers. Elabeth has it on the right corner, drives up to the right wing. Got a brief screen from Pryor, guarded by Beitzinger. Now at the top of the key, the ball's in the hands of Shee. Bounce pass over to Stumfel. Stumfel, one dribble, harassed by Caden Matlock. Now at the top of the key with Pryor, with Sophia Pinamani. Long three put up, short, and it will go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Purple Dragons. That shot attempted by Brooklyn Sheehy. Last second breakout by Madden Petty, and that prevented the shot from having a clean look by Sheehy. Zoe Pinamani gets it over to Sophia Pinamani on the left-hand side. Back to the top of the key for Caden Matlock. Pittsburgh Purple Dragons move left to right as you listen on your radio dial. Sophia Pinamani has it. Still not engaged. Now she is eventually engaged to start the 5 count by Sierra Stumple. Once she get it, she got it over to Aubrey Beitzinger. Now back to Caden Matlock. Matlock has in her face Steehey. Now they gets it over to Madden Petty. Petty driving the lane off the left side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Matlock. And Matlock is going to draw the foul, excuse me. And the foul is on Brooklyn Sheehy. First foul committed by the Tigers. Each team has committed one. Inbounded to Sophia Pinamani. Gets up to Madden Petty at the top of the key. 2-3 zone being run by the Tigers defensively, and they're going to call an off-ball push. I think this one will also be on Sheehy. And it is. And with that, Coach Stepp's going to go to his bench and will bring in Michaela McClure. Maddie Lyons entering. She's under the scorer's table is directly underneath our spot, and the one that looked like a 0 on the fold of the jersey. Bounce pass into Caden Matlock. She's eventually able to kick it out to Sophia Pinamani. Swung around to Aubrey Beitzinger. Beitzinger dribbles out the key, gets to Sophia Pinamani. Another swing to the right key for Petty. Petty 3 up, and good! Madden Petty with a 3 there to give the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons a 3-2 advantage here with 4:22 left to go in the first quarter. Now Elabeth with it, guarded by Beitzinger. Man defense being run by the Purple Dragons, and a 3 foul is going to be called on Aubrey Beitzinger. Elabeth chucked up a deep 3. Beitzinger went to turn to put a block on her and box out, but too much contact and too hard sent Elabeth stumbling away. So with that, Elabeth will shoot 3 free throws. Has it, dribbles once, spins it in her hand, dribbles again, shot up, and good. Nothing but net. That net barely moved as it fell through. Second free throw on the way from Beth. Another high arch. This one hits the front of the rim and kicks out. Couple subs coming in for both teams. Madison Jones for the Fort Scott Tigers. Riley Johnson for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Third free throw attempt. The score is tied 3-3, 4:14 here in the first quarter. Dribble, spinner in hand, another dribble, shot up from Beth. Hits the front of the rim. 1 of 3 at the charity stripe. Elabeth so far, rebounded by Beitzinger. Beitzinger gets it to Petty in the front court. Petty had to fight off the recently entered Jones, and they're going to call an offensive foul, a charge on Madden Petty. Petty got around Jones and then ran right into Sierra Stumfel, who set herself up on the block. Good positioning there by Stumfel, knowing exactly how Petty likes to play. Good coaching from head coach Deshaun Steps. Now full court press put on by the Purple Tigers. quickly got into the front court for the Tigers, and a high pass. It was a great look by Addie Lyons, but it was just a little high for Madison Jones. Lyons had it on the right block, tried to get it to the left block for Jones, and just too much altitude on that pass. The score will remain 3-3, 3:45 to go. Johnson has it on the left wing to Matlock at the top of the key. Now Petty on the left wing. Double screen set up for Aubrey Beitzinger. Beitzinger fakes like she's going to drive to the baseline, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson does drive the baseline, tries to pass it into the lane for Matlock. Ball lost, ends up in the hands of Sierra Stumful. Stumful gets it to Beth. Beth showing off some slick skills there with the hands. And now a great pass out into the corner for Jones. Jones thought about taking the shot, didn't. Got it back to Pryor. Pryor initiating the offense. Now it's going to run through Lyons. Lyons over to Stumful. Stumful, Beth in the corner. Top of the key. Pass stolen by Madden Petty. Got a wide open lane, but a streaking Madison Jones coming. But Petty makes the layup. Great focus by Madden Petty there to not be lost and distracted by the streaking Madison Jones. Jones, great hustle, trying to make it a tough basket. Even better focus by Petty. Now both teams, as the Tigers have the offense, coach being called out what the play is. Offensively for Coach Steps and defensively for Coach Krotz. And a long three put up by Pryor is no good. Interesting shot style there by Pryor, kind of swung it around from her left hip to her right shoulder to get into firing position. And the free ended up missing long, and a block will be called on Madison Jones. Jones, very tight defense on Madden Petty. Petty trying to cut around Jones, got caught with the hip, and she went tumbling to the court. That's the first foul on Jones, and the third committed by the Tigers. Each team has committed 3. Entering now is Day Norman, and re-entering Elena Allen for the Tigers. Ella Hendrickson entering for the Purple Dragons. They immediately try to run a pick and roll with Aubrey Beitzinger, and that does not pan out. Too tall for Henderson. Another full court press, briefly initiated by the Purple Dragons, but then they pass off as soon as the ball gets to Beth. Beth will cross the timeline, gets it over to Allen, back to Beth. Beth at about 20 foot. She can pop those and make them. 17 made threes on the year. Ball now in the hands of Norman. Norman driving to the top of the lane. Almost lost her balance, but great hand-eye coordination there to keep the ball dribbling as she was falling backwards. Now drive in from Jones. Jones trying to get it into the lane, and an unfortunate turn of events there for the Purple Dragons. Madden Petty had the ball, went to drive up the court, kind of ran into Caden Matlock, and as a result, she fell. The ball went off Petty's heel and out of bounds. It will stay with the Tigers in their front court. Score 5-3 in favor of the Purple Dragons. Shot up by Norman. Going to be over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. Turnover by the Tigers. Ball now with the Purple Dragons. Beth in the front court guarding Beitzinger. Inbound from Matlock to Johnson. Riley Johnson crossing half court, has a wide open lane. She's going to take it. What a bounce pass to Ella Hendrickson, and Hendrickson puts it in with the left hand. Great drive and dish by Riley Johnson there, and it turns into 2 points for the Purple Dragons. Timeout by head coach Pishon Steps. A full timeout. We will take it with him. Back in 60 seconds, you are listening to Pittsburgh Purple Dragon Basketball on ESPN1007.com. and live on ESPN 1007.
No one wants to file for bankruptcy, but a wage garnishment can make it hard to pay the rent, pay the pharmacy, or even feed the family. Bankruptcy can be a viable option to help families cope with unfortunate and unforeseen financial hardship. Call Steve Stockert at Wilbert & Towner, 620-231-5620 for a consultation to find out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you and your family. Call today. Wilbert & Towner, a full-service law firm, 620-231-5620. We are a debt relief agency, helping people find the relief they need in bankruptcy.
ESPN 100.7.
The score is 7-3. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons leading over the Fort Scott Tigers with 90 seconds exactly left in the first quarter. Inbounding for the Tigers is going to be Allen. Full court press initiated by the Purple Dragons. Get it into Beth. Beth double teamed by Matlock and Johnson. Drives to her right. Gets it over to Jones. Jones, front court pass, and in the lane, great move by Addie Lyons to put down one dribble, get some space, but then the shot just off the mark from Lyons, rebounded by Ella Hendrickson. That is Hendrickson's first rebound of the contest. Now Johnson has it, driving the baseline on the right side, shot up, draws the foul, a block foul, but she will go to the line and shoot two. Foul is going to be on Addie Lyons. That is Lyons' first. Number one on Lyons, number 4 for the Tigers. Johnson's first free throw is errant. Unable to find the bottom of the net is Johnson. Zoe Pinamani in for the Purple Dragons. Starting 5 except for Johnson. Zoe Pinamani, Beitzinger, Petty, and Matlock. Second free throw also misses by Johnson. And again, press, Matlock and Petty. And they're going to call a block on the screen set by Madison Jones. Jones, good time to set the screen, but just too much contact from Jones. Created a nice lane that the ball could have been advanced by Pryor. Screen was set on Matlock. Matlock, though, falling and able to draw the foul. Score still 7-3. We are under a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Beitzinger gets it over to Matlock. Matlock beyond the three-point arc. Thought about taking a three, doesn't. Get it over to Johnson, driving it down the baseline. Then he kick out to Matlock. Matlock's three off the mark. And Matlock 0 for 3 so far. The rebound was by Day Norman. Now in the front court. Ball with the hands of Beth. Beth, guarded by Beitzinger, gets it over to Lyons. Now back to Norman. Norman, face guarded by Matlock. Three put up and made by Kyra Pryor. Pryor's three makes it 7-6. The Purple Dragons lead. 10 seconds to go. Beitzinger has it. Gets it over to Matlock. Matlock thought about taking a three, but the Tigers know that she won't. 3 seconds now. Beitzinger puts up a long three, and it's going to be well short. Mismanagement of the time there by the Purple Dragons. They got it into the front court with 10 seconds to go. They could have run something and got a much better look as it was. Aubrey Beitzinger backed out to about the halftime circle, put up an errant three, and that's how the first quarter ended. We're back in 1 minute. We're here in Fort Scott, Kansas. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons lead the Fort Scott Tigers 7-6.
S&B Lawn Care, the area's leading lawn service, offers a full range of commercial and residential lawn care services. S&B is local, reliable, and experienced, and they strive for 100% customer satisfaction to their clients. S&B is there for you through the winter months as well, with services such as gutter cleaning and leaf cleanup. They also have equipment to clear that snow from sidewalks and driveways to entire parking lots. For high-quality service, from the first call to the completion of the project, S&B Lawn Care, 620-308-6412.
Linden Motors is proud to announce that it's now Pittsburgh's dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers. Hustler's manufactured its trademark yellow mowers for over 50 years, each mower being distributed right here in Kansas. Hustler combines the innovative American spirit with a do-it-right work ethic to produce the best line of zero-turn mowers on the market. Call Mike Bittner at 620-232-1530 or stop by today at 1018 North Broadway in Pittsburgh to check out the Hustler line of zero-turn mowers.
ESPN 100.7.
The score is 7-6 in favor of the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons as we start the second quarter of play. Purple Dragons had to start with an errant pass intercepted by Day Norman. Gets it up court to Kyra Pryor. Pryor over to a wide open Sierra Stumful, whose shot is buried, giving the Fort Scott Tigers the first lead here in the second quarter. They are on top 8-7, their second lead of the contest. They drew first blood going up 2-0. And a three made by Madden Petty made it 3-2. Into your feed from Beitzinger to Zoe Pinamani. And Pinamani trying to wrap it around to Riley Johnson is unable to. Zoe Pinamani got her own rebound there. Now in the front court, Ella Beth running things for the Tigers. Beth, Stumful, Norman, Allens, as well as Pryor on the floor for the Tigers. That Allen being Elena Allen. For the Purple Dragons, Caden Matlock, Sophia Pinamani, Zoe Pinamani, Aubrey Beitzinger, and Riley Johnson. Another long two going to be put up by Stumful, and this one just barely misses. And a loose ball goes out of bounds. Will go to the Purple Dragons. Madden Petty in, Riley Johnson out. So starting five for the Purple Dragons. Beitzinger bringing it into the front court as Coach Cross calls the offensive play. Now in the hands of Zoe Pinamani. Short shovel pass to Sophia Pinamani. Sophia Pinamani kind of loses it and then trying to feed Caden Matlock in the lane. Well out of the reach of Matlock and into the back padding behind the hoop. Defense called out by Coach Krotz. Three people were all over Allen. Allen, though, able to get it to Beth. Beth brings it across the timeline. Now she's going to drive to the center of the lane. Man defense. Cross allowed to give Beth a wide open three, but unable to fall. That one rattled around and just didn't stay down. Rebounded by Petty. Gets it to Beitzinger. Beitzinger cross lane pass to Sophia Pinamani, just barely out of range. Now a dribble put down, and then Zoe Pinamani drives the lane, and she will draw a foul. Madden Petty beyond the three-point line wanted the pass from Sophia Pinamani in the paint, but a much better look was taken by giving it to Zoe Pinamani. Zoe Pinamani able to put it on the floor and drive to the hoop, go to the line to shoot two. Her first one in and out of the hoop. It hit the front and back a couple times, then the backboard for good measure before rolling off the side of the rim. 7-6, 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Zoe Pinamani's second one is no good, and they say it did tip the rim. If there is no rim contact, it's a violation, but they were able, the one near side official there said there was some contact. Screen from Beth on Beitzinger. Kick back to Pryor. Pryor pump fake to three. Now she'll get it back to Beth. Beth getting the call from head coach Steps. Now a screen set by Stemful. Switch by Zoe Pinamani to Beitzinger. Now a wide open three for Pryor. Up, hits the heel of the iron, no good. And it's going to be a rebound by Addie Lyons. Jump ball staying with the Fort Scott Tigers, and now a timeout called by head coach Chris Krotz. And it is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds with the continuation of this first half of action for Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
Strong teams are something Watco Companies knows all about. And whether we're transloading steel in Houston, repairing rail cars in Pennsylvania, or hauling grain in Australia, Watco is still the same hometown transportation services provider that was started in Pittsburg, Kansas 35 years ago. The Watco team has close ties to our local communities and would like to wish all our area high school teams safe and successful seasons. Watco Companies. Customer first, safety always.
ESPN 100.7.
After the timeout taken by Coach Krotz, it will be inbounded by the Tigers. Tried to get to Ella Beth, knocked loose by Aubrey Beitzinger, recovered by Sierra Stumful, gets it back to Beth. The score is 8-7 in favor of the Tigers with about 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Two lead changes so far. Tigers drew first blood. They went up 2-0, and a three from Madden Petty made it 3-2. Purple Dragons eventually extended their lead to 7-3, but some timely shots by the Tigers have now made it 8-7. Ball lost by Ella Beth. A little on the stick moves, unable to control itself. Gets it over to Pryor, though. Pryor drives the baseline. They're going to call a foul on Sophia Pinamani. Sophia Pinamani somewhat beat off the edge, resorting to making contact as Pryor was making the turn. That's the second foul on Sophia Pinamani. Ella Hendrickson and Riley Johnson entering for the Purple Dragons. Zoe Pinamani and Sophia Pinamani both sitting. Now a three put up by Pryor, well short, rebounded by Hendrickson. It was a long three by Pryor, who had a screen in front of her, so she had plenty of space, although with the screen in front of her, it also might have affected her vision. Beitzinger driving into the lane, puts up a contested runner, and she will draw the foul. That was very close either way. The foul is on Stumful. Number 1 for Stumful. Number 7 overall for the Tigers. So after this, the Purple Dragons will be shooting free throws. Speaking of free throws, Beitzinger's first one, no good. Kicked out of the heel of the rim. Beitzinger makes the appropriate adjustment, however, and makes the second one. That'll even things up at 8 apiece. Now coming in is Maya Stewart for the Tigers. That's allowing Allens to catch her breath. 8-8 the score, 4:30 left in the first half. Beth, guarded by Beitzinger, gets it over to Stumful at the top of the key for Stewart. Stewart, Pryor on the right wing, guarded by Johnson. Trying to drive to the baseline. Johnson, great defense preventing that. Now Beitzinger, a little aggressive on the pass, slips down, but recovered, thankfully, because Ella Beth picked up her dribble. Thankfully, that is, if you're a Purple Dragon fan. Score is 8-8. Coach Steps calling out the play. Beth dribbling, gets a screen from Stumful, driving all the way to the right block, and she will draw the foul. That one's going to be, on the floor. And it is on Madden Petty. 21, Madden Petty. Or Caden Matlock, Official said held up 1 and 2, and I thought it was on 12. Petty. Petty will intercept the inbound. Across the timeline, find a wide open Beitzinger left block. Beitzinger buries it. Great heads-up play by Madden Petty to get her head up and find a streaking Aubrey Beitzinger on the left block. Strong, accurate pass allowed Beitzinger to catch it, make a jump stop, and then lay it off the glass with her left hand. Now the Tigers looking to respond. Another lead change here. This time in favor of the Purple Dragons. Ball in the hands of Beth at beyond the 3-point line on the left side. It's going to be swung around, end up in the hands of Stumful. Back to the top of the key for Pryor. Up for Beth for 3, and it's long, no good. Attempt made by Addie Lyons to get the rebound, but in the end, we'll end up with Ella Hendrickson. So now slowly crossing up into the front court is Beitzinger as Coach Krotz initiates the play that he wants run. Gets over to Petty. Petty puts up a jumper from just beyond the free throw line. Off the mark, hit the left side of the rim, left side of the backboard, and then the left side of the rim. Rebound going to go to Stumful there. 10-8, 2:40 here in the first half. Beth, a talented sophomore, averaging 18 points a game, is who they run the offense through. Now in the hands of Lyons. Back to Beth on the left wing. Beth trying to break down Beitzinger, but unable to do so. Lyons in the right corner. Top of the key pass read and intercepted by Petty. Petty going to run all the way, lay it up on the left-hand side, and no good, too strong. Great job by Maya Stewart on the back end to get in the vision of Petty, making it a contested layup. Now a long 2 up and good for Ella Beth. And that could be what Beth needs in order to get her rolling. Shooters like that, once they find success, have a tendency to keep it going. Score is 10-10. We are under 2 minutes. Johnson's pass to the top of the key for Caden Matlock is picked off. Johnson returning, hustling back, able to cut off Sierra Stumful. And a long 3 buried by Ella Beth. Great job there by Ella Beth. And like I said, sometimes all you need is one shot to fall, and then the hoop suddenly starts to grow for you, and it might be that way for Ella Beth. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Krotz. We'll take it with him back in 30 seconds here with Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
There's never been a better time to install solar power. You'll save money every month on your electric bill, and big savings with loads of tax credits now available for solar on your home or business. And you can spread out your investment with some great financing options. The professionals at CDL will assess your situation and offer the right system for you. Then our skilled craftsmen will install the system quickly and efficiently. So help your pocketbook and the environment with solar, and contact the professionals at CDL.
ESPN 100.7.
Well, back and forth this contest goes, as there have been 4 lead changes here in the first half. Currently, the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 13-10, and now as she drives to the baseline, Aubrey Beitzinger tied up with Sierra Stumfel. Both go tumbling down. No call either way. Interesting decision there, as one could have easily called either a block or a charge, and no one would have argued with it, unless, of course, it was not what you were wanting for because of the team you're rooting. 13-10, 75 seconds left to go. Stumfel outside the arc on the left side. Ball up to Day Norman, who drives into the lane, and she's going to be called for a travel, as she kind of ran into a trap set by Ella Hendrickson and Riley Johnson. Coach Stepp talking to Norman, letting her know that she just needs to keep going in that situation and put up a shot. Man defense by the Tigers. Johnson pick and roll with Matlock. Matlock going to the lane, tried to spin from the block to the center of the lane, and it was blocked by Stumfel. Stumfel able to get an outlet pass to Allen. Allen to Beth. Now back up to Stewart and be tipped by Aubrey Beitzinger. It will stay with the Tigers. Riley Johnson checking out. Zoe Pinamani checking in. Also entering Kyra Pryor. Sitting is Maya Stewart. Pryor will inbound. Guarded by Pinamani. Screen set by Stumfel, and the interior pass stolen by a Petty. Petty's up and good. 13-12, 36 seconds to go in the first half. Beth with it, putting on some stick moves, trying to break down Beitzinger. Beitzinger backing off of Beth, letting Beth have the space that she wants. Now a screen set by Norman. Hendrickson up there. They're going to try and trap Beth, and they're going to say the ball stays with the Tigers right in front of Coach Krotz, as well as his assistant coaches, Keith Matlock and Bobby Stackhouse. And they all thought it should have been Purple Dragon basketball, thinking that Beth was the last one to touch it. Now Beth off the inbound, a wide open lane shot in the left corner. No good. Rebound by Matlock, Caden Matlock, and they will call a jump ball, which keeps it with the Fort Scott Tigers. The Purple Dragon faithful, who have made the approximate hour trip, can't believe that call. Now they get it inside to Day Norman. Norman loses it, but it ends up in the hands of Stumfel. Stumfel makes her shot, and that is how the first half will end, with the Fort Scott Tigers leading the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 15-12. Not exactly a buzzer beater, but a shot right under the gun to extend the lead of the Tigers. We will step aside for 2 minutes, come back with first half stats and maybe a little bit of analysis. You are listening to Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball on ESPN 100.7 currently. You can catch it for the remainder of tonight on ESPN1007.com if you click on the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons live tab.
At Kanar Eye Care, we have an uncompromised dedication to giving our patients a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision. Our 2 locations host state-of-the-art facilities with top-of-the-line diagnostic equipment and a knowledgeable staff that is always here to take care of you. At Kanar Eye Care, we accept most medical and vision insurance. Remember, a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision begins at Kanar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time by Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Medicologist Pittsburg is a 5-star quality-rated skilled nursing facility that has served Pittsburg and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. It's our mission to serve and enhance the lives of others, whether the need is for long-term care, short-term care, respite care, or day care. We offer private rooms, nutritious meals, therapy services, transportation to appointments, cable TV, Wi-Fi, and the daily newspaper, among other amenities. Medicologist Pittsburg is 100% employee-owned, so our team of skilled staff have a vested interest in providing quality care. If you'd like to stop in for a tour, we're located across the street from the hospital in Pittsburg at 2520 South Rouse, or call us at 620-231-0300. This is Tanya Johnson, registered nurse and administrator, and I look forward to talking with you about how we can best serve you and your family.
ESPN 100.7.
Here at the Fort Scott High School Gymnasium, the score currently in the girls contest, the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburg Purple Dragons by a score of 15-12. With the first half stats, starting with the hometown Tigers, they are 5 of 17 from the floor, 2 of 10 beyond the three-point arc. They've only been to the free throw line 3 times. All 3 of those taken by Ella Beth when she was fouled on a 3-point attempt by Aubrey Beitzinger. Beth only able to convert on 1 of them. As a team, they have 7 rebounds. For the Purple Dragons, they are shooting 4 of 11 on the court. They have only made 1 tray out of 3 tries. They've been to the free throw line 6 times, but they're shooting even worse with gimme shots than the Tigers so far. 1 of 6 at the charity stripe. They are winning the rebound battle, however, by the margin of 2. They have 9 rebounds to the Tigers' 7. They also have 2 rebounds. If your coach steps, you want to keep feeding Ella Beth, your leading scorer, 18 points a game, 17 threes in 4 contests, averaging 4 1/4 a game. So you want to keep feeding her. Eventually hope that her shots will start to fall. She made back-to-back shots, about an 18-foot jumper from the right wing. Then she immediately followed that up with a 3-pointer. But she went on a cold streak to end the half, missing her last 2 shots. So you want to feed her and hope that she gets hot. For Coach Krotz, kind of hoping the same thing with your big scorer, Madden Petty. 2 of 5 on the floor, shooting 40%, but only 1 of 2 from downtown. Hoping that Petty can step up with that and get a little bit more. For both squads, need to watch the fouls. Purple Dragons ended the first half with 6. The Fort Scott Tigers ended with 7. Notable players for each side with 2 fouls. Madison Jones for the Tigers has 2, as does Brooklyn Sheehy. Sheehy, 3-ball shooter, kind of stretched the floor and also gets in there for some rebounds. For the Purple Dragons, Sophia Pinamani has 2 fouls, and that would be a huge loss for Coach Krotz, as both Pinamanis, as well as Ella Hendrickson, are the main down and dirty getters for rebounds for the Purple Dragons. Caden Matlock not afraid to get in there as well. But you really look at the Pinamani sisters for that grittiness and that work ethic to give you second chance points when you're on the offensive side and cut down offensive scoring chances for the opposition. With that, we'll take a 2-minute timeout, try and get you some scores from around the area, not in both the SEK and the CNC. And we'll also get you prepared for what we have on deck for future calls here on the MyTown Media Radio Network. But currently, it is 15-12. The Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburg Purple Dragons here in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast in names and numbers.
I'm Amanda David, head coach of Pitt State women's basketball.
And I'm Kim Anderson, head coach of Pittsburg State men's basketball.
Our teams are back at John Lance Arena this month for a special 3-game holiday stand with Baker, Tabor, and Bethel colleges, December 28th, 29th, and 31st.
And we want you to be there. In fact, if you buy your tickets before Christmas Eve, you can go to all 3 games for just $12.
So share the gift of Gorilla Basketball this Christmas. Shoot for 3 with the holiday 3-pack.
Call our ticket office at 620-235-4796 or drop by the Garfield Weed Building at Pittsburg State University to purchase your tickets in person.
Thank you for all your support this year.
We wish you the very best this holiday season.
Sutton, president of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. It's great to be part of 2 winning traditions, Kansas Athletics and Commerce Bank. For more than 150 years, Commerce has provided financial strength and flexibility to meet the needs of our customers. We ask, listen, and solve to find banking solutions to make life easier. You can access your accounts of Commerce with a mobile banking app, online or in person at any of our locations in Pittsburgh, Columbus, Kansas City, and across the states of Kansas and Missouri. Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
ESPN 100.7.
Here in the Tiger Dome, the Fort Scott High School Gymnasium in Fort Scott, Kansas. Currently, the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons by a score of 15-12. We will get you some scores from around the area. Currently, over in Pittsburgh, Kansas, the St. Mary's Colgan girls are leading the Iola Phillies 27-14. That's a contest that has a little bit of significance for both the Fort Scott Tigers and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Not a conference game, but an overall game that a loss for Iola would definitely help them both out in the SEK. You can listen to that one on the live stream if you go to ESPN1007.com, click on the St. Mary's Colgan live events tab. You can hear Avi Sharma call that one. Down in Riverton, the Frontenac Raiders are up over the Riverton Lady Rams 42-12 at halftime, and that one you can also hear on our MyTown Media Radio Network. Again, going to ESPN1007.com, clicking on the Listen Live tab for Frontenac Raider Athletics. You can hear Heath Atkins call that one. For the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, as I mentioned, they're going to go on at approximately 8 p.m. on ESPN 100.7 on your radio dial with the women's contest, where they will take on St. Edwards, and then the men will follow approximately 10 a.m. for those of you night owls, where they will take on West Texas A&M. Following today, the Fort Scott Tigers and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons will both be on Christmas break. The Tigers will come back, and they will travel to Coffeyville to take on Field Kinley High School, while the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons will be at home hosting Labette County. Both of those games are on January 4th, 2019. For the Pittsburgh State Gorillas, after tonight, you can listen to the women's contest as they return home against Tabor College on Friday, December 28th. That is at 7 p.m. You can hear it here on ESPN 100.7, as well as the KHSQ app. The women also will play on New Year's Eve, a 1 p.m. contest against Bethel College. For the men, following the Las Vegas Hoopla, they will host Baker University Saturday, December 29th at 2 p.m. As we are starting the third quarter of action, the ball in the hands of the Purple Dragons and immediately coughed up by Zoe Penamani. Penamani diving on it alongside Kyra Pryor, and it will result in a jump ball going to the Tigers, For the Tigers, they have Pryor, Ella Beth, Elena Allen, Sierra Stumful, and Brooklyn Sheehy on the floor. And Sheehy pump faking. The official saying she moved her pivot foot or left her feet. And that will be a travel on Sheehy. Starting 5 out for the Fort Scott Tigers. Starting 5 also out on the floor for the Purple Dragons. Zoe Pinamati, Madden Petty, Aubrey Beitzinger, Caden Matlock, and Sophia Pinamati. 18-footer put up by Madden Petty off the mark. Out of bounds there, we'll say last touched by the Purple Dragons. It will stay with the Tigers. Scores 15-12, 7:15 left to go here in quarter number 3. Beth gets a screen from Stumful. Now they switch, and both Matlock and Beitzinger will double Beth. Beth able to find Stumful. Stumful driving to the block, puts up a shot, draws the foul from not Madden Petty, Zoe Pinamati. That's Pinamani's first, as well as the first of the team in the second half. Stumful's free throw just to the left of the rim. No good. Free throw woes continuing so far for the Tigers. Stumful's second one is up, and she is recalibrated and finds the bottom of the net. It is good. Fort Scott extends their lead 16-12, and less than a minute into the third quarter, a timeout called by head coach Chris Krotz, a full timeout. We will take it with him. Back in 1 minute with the rest of second half action here for Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
Hi, I'm Ken McGammon, former NFL Pro Bowler and proud graduate of Pittsburg State University. Like you, I love cheering on our gorillas, but our student athletes need our support on more than just game days. That's why I'm asking you to participate in the newly created Silverback Fund. When you give to the Silverback Fund, you're helping fund scholarships for our students to excel athletically and academically. Take your gorilla pride to the next level. Give to the Silverback Fund. Learn more at pittstate.edu/silverback.
I'm Jill Como from Como Jewelry. When you come into our store, be ready to feel some love. Yes, you'll find diamonds and jewelry that sparkle like crazy. But the most important part of our business isn't what's in the cases. It's who walks in our door. It's you. At Como Jewelry, our promise is this. We'll love you like nobody's business, because taking care of you is our business. So stop by to hear someone call your name. Como Jewelry in Joplin at 20th and Rangeline, and in Pittsburgh in front of the Meadowbrook Mall.
ESPN 100.7.
Thanks. Very quickly coming out of the timeout by Coach Krotz. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons score quickly thanks to a left-handed layup by Madden Petty. Fort Scott Tigers put on a press that had the Purple Dragons out of sorts somewhat. The ball was lost in the front court, but then Petty was able to wrench it back on the front end for the Tigers. Shot put up by Stumful, no good. Rebounded by Petty. Now Petty finds a wide-open Beitzinger on the left corner for a three, no good. Rebounded by Zoe Pinamani. Now Petty's going to drive, do a little Euro step, no good. She slaps the ball out of the hand of Stumful, and that is a blatant foul by Madden Petty there. That's the second one on Petty. Petty trying to keep it out of the hands of Stumful, but she didn't make any sort of contact with the ball on that swat. So it ended up being a foul. Now a loose ball rolls over to the Fort Scott Tiger bench. Score remains 16-14, 5:57 here in quarter number 3. So far, the Purple Dragons have committed 2 fouls this quarter. The Fort Scott Tigers have yet to commit 1, and just as I say that, they commit 1. It will be on Elena Allen. That's Allen's first. It's also the first for the Tigers here in the first half. Beitzinger wanted to get it over to Zoe Pinamani on the right side after a couple screens. Got it to Petty. Petty finds Beitzinger for a long 2. Shot off the mark, no good. Petty's going to be called for an over-the-back foul. Riley Johnson running the scorer's table to sub off Petty. Petty had a her third foul registered there with that one. Petty might be a little frustrated not having her shots fall, trying to be aggressive and get the rebound, but great positioning made that a foul. Now Beth running it, puts up a long layup, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Beitzinger. Beitzinger going to try and go all the way, puts up the left hand, no roll. Rebounded by Ella Beth there. It's just as though Beth and Beitzinger have traded the ball. Now Beth puts up about a 10-footer in the lane. It is no good. And it will be rebounded by Stumful. Jump ball. Now it will go to the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Maya Stewart entering for the Tigers. Ella Hendrickson in for the Purple Dragons. Johnson trying to drive the lane, finds Matlock. Matlock drives to the block, gets a little separation with the shoulder shot up and no good by Matlock. Matlock trying to find her first basket of the evening. Now Beth gets it over to Lyons. Lyons to Pryor on the right wing. Pryor dribbles to the top of the key. Almost has a screen from Sheehy. And there will be a timeout by the Tigers as Pryor picked up her dribble and brought the ball to her chest. Heads up play by Aubrey Beitzinger to reach in there and get a hand on it, forcing head coach Pashawn Steps to call a timeout. Full timeout. We will take it with him back in 1 minute. You are listening to Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
ESPN 100.7.
And we welcome you back into Fort Scott, Kansas, where the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 16-14 here in the third quarter, following a timeout from head coach Pashawn Steps. Some programming updates. After this girls contest concludes between the Purple Dragons and the Tigers, ESPN 100.7 will switch over and start giving you pregame coverage with Eddie Lomchek of the Pittsburgh State Gorillas girls game. Great interior feed by Madison Jones in order to find a cutting Ella Beth, and Beth banks it in with the right hand. That'll extend the Tigers' lead 18-14. Going on what I was saying, so in order to catch the boys contest, you'll have to stick around and switch over to ESPN1007.com for the boys contest. Basket made by the Purple Dragons makes it 18-16, and a foul will be called on the floor. It's called on Ella Beth. That is Beth's first. Beth trying to get around the corner with the ball, a little too aggressive with the shoulder, getting some space. Line inbound set up by the Purple Dragons. Sophia Pinamani gets it into Beitzinger. Beitzinger gets it back to Sophia Pinamani. Pinamani drives to her right, trying to get it down the lane. Thrown in and out of bounds. They will say last touched by the Purple Dragons. Coach Krotz can't believe it. Thought it was tipped, and now there are two officials discussing it. And they will say it is indeed Tiger basketball. Matlock goes to the bench, talks with Coach Krotz as Coach Krotz is trying to figure out if she actually touched it. Zoe Pinamani entering in for now an errant pass to try and get up court to Norman. picked up by Hendrickson. Hendrickson able to get it over to Riley Johnson. Johnson on the right side gets it to Sophia Pinamani. She drives the baseline, gets it out to Zoe Pinamani. Zoe Pinamani driving the lane. Over to Beitzinger. Beitzinger drives to the left block, gets it up to Johnson. Johnson gets a screen from Hendrickson. Johnson shot at the free throw line is up and off the mark. Rebounded by Beth. Rebound number 3 for Ella Beth, and she will push the pace. Thought about driving all the way to the lane, steps back, gets across between the legs, and buries the 3! Ella Beth with the 3 there, extending the Tigers' lead to 5, 21-16. The Fort Scott High School Tigers lead the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons here with 2:30 in the third quarter. Now Riley Johnson will be called for a travel as she just fell straight down trying to go to the block, driving to the baseline. No real contact there. Coach Krotz a little upset with that one. So again, Krotz calling the defense. It is a full court pressure. Inbound from Lions. Got it over to Stumpfeld. And now as Beitzinger tries to intercept the pass, is eventually going to be able to get the foul call. That's Madison Jones with the foul. Jones already with 3. And we're a full quarter away left in action, and a backcourt violation by Aubrey Beitzinger. Beitzinger picked it up at the circle at half court, and then she backed up not knowing where she was, crossing the line. Turnover committed by the Purple Dragons. Once more, Beth will enter the front zone. Drives to her right. Now she kind of loses it. Ended up being a decent pass to Madison Jones. Jones drives to the baseline, puts up the shot, draws a foul. Not exactly what Ella Beth intended, but she will take it considering it sends Madison Jones to the line to shoot 2. Zoe Pinamani, the one they call for the foul there. That is number 2 on Zoe Pinamani. First free throw, up and down, good. Now the second one on the way from Madison Jones. Up, off to the right, no good. Did clip the rim and backboard. Rebound by Ella Hendrickson. Hendrickson will get it to Beitzinger. Madden Petty substituted in on between free throws. Now Petty has it at the top of the key, and she will be called for a travel, moving her feet before putting the ball down. 22-16. We are now under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Both of these squads looking for their first victories on the year, as well as first victories in the SEK. Purple Dragons 0-4 overall, 0-2 in conference. Fort Scott Tigers 0-4, 0-1 in conference. And a reach-in foul by Aubrey Beitzinger as she tried to knock the ball loose as Beth went streaking by. Number 2 on Beitzinger today. 5th overall for the Purple Dragons. And if you're just joining us for this contest on the radio dial for Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball programming update, to catch the boys contest between the Purple Dragons and the Tigers, flip over to ESPN1007.com and click on the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons live event tab. As on ESPN 1007 on your radio dial will be Pittsburgh State Gorilla Basketball. Long 3 up by Beth, no good. Beitzinger has it, and she has it knocked away from behind by Addie Lyons. Beitzinger had both Lyons and Beth streaking down behind her to try and knock the ball loose. Lyons was in Beitzinger's blind spot on the right, while Beth was semi in front of Beitzinger on her left. Turnover committed by the Purple Dragons. The score remains 22-16. Just a little over a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Ball in the hands of Lyons, guarded by Hendrickson. Gets it over to Jones. Jones had Johnson in her face. Now it goes to Beth by way of Allen. Beth trying to break down the Pittsburgh State defense. Does it cross between legs and buries another 3. Ella Beth showing some impressive shooting range in this contest. 3 made 3-point attempts. That's half of her baskets made. Beth with 14 points by my count. On the offensive end for the Purple Dragons, Elena Allen called for the foul on the shot of Riley Johnson. That is the second for Allen. Johnson's first free throw off the mark, and free throw woes continue for the Purple Dragons. That was their 7th attempt. They have only made 1 so far in this contest. Johnson herself is 0 of 3. The 4th one she has in this contest is up, no good. She goes to get her own rebound, but it is secured by Beth. Beth almost going to the ground, but kept her dribble even though her left knee was on the ground. Finds a wide open Jones in the right corner. Tries to get into the lane, no good, and they swing it around for Beth. Beth on straight on for 3, rattles around, no good. Oh, a wide open rebound from Sierra Stumpful, That was rebounded by Zoe Pinamani. Zoe Pinamani gets over to Madden Petty. Petty now will slow it down. Gets it over to Beitzinger on a bounce pass. Back to Petty. Petty guarded by Jones. Driving to the lane. Wraparound pass to Ella Hendrickson. And Hendrickson will be fouled on the shot by Sierra Stumpful. Number 2 on Stumpful tonight. Both teams have 5 fouls. Make for an interesting 4th quarter. Hendrickson's first free throw, no good. A couple substitutions coming in for the Purple Dragons. Caden Matlock and Sophia Pinamani. They will sub off Beitzinger and Petty, respectively, taking a seat for the Tigers. Stumpful. Hendrickson's second free throw, no good. Rebound by Beth. Beth with 2 seconds to go. Gets into the front court, puts up a long 3, just short. Very close 3 attempted there by Ella Beth. So that one, quarter number 3, with the score being Tigers 25, Purple Dragons 16. Back in a minute here with Pittsburg Purple Dragon basketball.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
ESPN 100.7.
We are here to start the 4th quarter of play in the Fort Scott High School Gymnasium, where the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 25-16. Ball in the hands of Aubrey Beitzinger to start things off for the Purple Dragons. Tries to feed Ella Hendrickson in the paint, and they're going to call a foul. No, they're not going to call a foul. They're going to say it was last touched by Hendrickson. No, last touched by the Tigers. Ball there with Pittsburgh. Sophia Pinamani sitting. She started off the quarter. Madden Petty on. Petty gets to the top of the key, drives, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. That foul is on Day Norman. Norman's first. So it'll stay with the Purple Dragons. 25-16. 7:50 to go. Once again, fed to the top of the key for Petty. Petty's basket up and good. That'll make it 25-18. The Tigers lead. Ella Beth, oh, what a move and a great pass in the lane. Over to Day Norman. Norman unable to convert, however. 25-18. Madden Petty Drives, gets to the right block, puts up a shot, but is fouled. That one, they're saying, is on Addie Lyons. Number 2 on Addie Lyons. That's the 7th overall committed by the Tigers here in the second half. So now the Purple Dragons will be shooting free throws with every foul the remainder of this game. First free throw from Petty is good. Second one from Petty also nails it. Madden Petty by herself shooting 2 free throws is better than the rest of the team combined, as they are shooting 1 of 8 outside of Petty. 3 of 10 overall are the Purple Dragons. The score 25-20, and inbound tried to get to Brooklyn Sheehy. Beitzinger got her hands on it. They both were fighting for it. Eventually it rolled out of bounds. The officials say it was last touched by Beitzinger. Now Beth has it, double teamed, now triple teamed by Matlock, Beitzinger, and Petty. Matlock gets the loose ball, finds Petty, and then in the front court, Petty tried to wrap it around to Beitzinger. That one was intercepted by Madison Jones, and Jones, her outlet pass to Beth, way too high. After some crazy interceptions and passes, the ball remains with the Purple Dragons. They will line up with a side-out line formation. Petty loops around. Beitzinger drifts back to the half-court line. She gets it. Over to Matlock on the left side. Coach Krodz imploring some cutting. And now a pass trying to get to Zoe Pinamani in the right block. Deflected by Stumful. Ended up in the hands of Jones. Jones backs out. Gets it to Stumful. Over to Pryor. Pryor with Beth on the left wing. And guarding her closely is Aubrey Beitzinger. At the top of the key is Brooklyn Sheehy. Now they try to get an inbound to Sierra Stumful. Stumful has the ball, and they're going to call a timeout by Coach Stepp. And the entire Pitt State coaching staff can't believe it. And they're giving the officials an earful about it. 30-second timeout. And you're back after this with the thrilling conclusion of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
Strong teams are something Watco Companies knows all about. And whether we're transloading steel in Houston, repairing rail cars in Pennsylvania, or hauling grain in Australia, Watco is still the same hometown transportation services provider that was started in Pittsburg, Kansas 35 years ago. The Watco team has close ties to our local communities and would like to wish all our area high school teams safe and successful seasons. Watco Companies. Customer first, safety always.
ESPN 100.7.
6:35 left in the contest, and the Fort Scott Tigers ahead of the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Inbound, gets it intercepted by the Purple Dragons. Feed up to Petty. Petty's going to draw the foul and bury the basket. An and one opportunity for Madden Petty. That foul is going to be on Jones. Madison Jones, number 4 for her. She is dangerously close to fouling out. Petty, free throw off the mark. And Hendrickson trying to get the rebound. Can't quite grip it. Goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Tigers. Coach Kratz calling the defense. Press by the Purple Dragons. Beth has it. Now she's double teamed by Petty and Matlock. Broken by the Tigers. Beth in the front court with it. Drives to the crest of the lane. Gets over to Jones. Jones, a 10-foot jumper. No good. And that rebound is by Beitzinger. Beitzinger is able to get the rebound and fight through it. Beitzinger will go to the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1. That was a good look by Madison Jones when she put up the shot. It just didn't fall. Jones called for a foul. That will be her 5th. She is fouled out with 6+ to go. And now shooting a 1 and 1 is Aubrey Beitzinger. Beitzinger, the only other person to make a free throw tonight outside of Madden Petty. Beitzinger is 1 of 2. Shot up. Rattles around and in. Again, programming note, if you want to listen to the Pittsburg High School boys take on the Fort Scott Tiger boys, you'll have to click over to ESPN1007.com in order to hear that. Beitzinger, Mr. Free Throw, got her own rebound, found Petty, and Petty drives to the right block and lays it in. Madden Petty ties this game up 25 apiece with less than 6 minutes to go. Ella Beth in the backcourt, kind of double-teamed, and they're going to call a 10-second backcourt violation by Ella Beth. Caden Matlock, Madden Petty, and Aubrey Beitzinger finally able to get that stopped slow motion from Beth. Now on the defensive end, Beth is going to guard Petty. Petty gets a screen from Hendrickson, and a reach-in foul called on Ella Beth. And the Fort Scott Tiger bench can't believe that call. Coach Pashon steps, sullen disbelief. Assistant coach Gary Floyd a little more out loud with his displeasure. Petty's free throw rattling out, no good. (25-25), 5:38 left here in the contest. Beth has committed 2 fouls, and the second free throw attempt is no good. Last touched by the Tigers, as it goes out of bounds. 25-25, 5:37. Beitzinger inbounds it to Petty. Petty puts up a 3 in the left corner, hits the rim, no good. Hendrickson knocks it loose. Picked up by Matlock, and there will be a foul there on Sierra Strumfall. That's the third on Strumfall. And so Matlock will go to the line here and shoot a pair. And because the Tigers have committed 10 fouls, it will be 2 from here on out. And the official talking with the scorer's table. Unsure what about per se. Must be making sure that the proper person is at the free throw line. Shot up from Matlock is good. 101 is Matlock right now. And with that, 26-25 lead for the Purple Dragons. Second one up, that falls through as well. 2-2, 27-25 the score now in favor of the Purple Dragons. Beth has it, gets a screen from Allen. Now Beth finds a wide open Sierra Strumfall, and Strumfall makes the 8-foot bunny hop shot right along the baseline. Strumfall's third basket of the contest. And that makes it 27-27. Zoe Pinamani in the lane. Tries to get it out to Beitzinger. Beitzinger able to pick it up. And that's what 10 fouls will do, as going for it was Elena Allen, but with 10 fouls, she had to play a little more conservatively. And a ball blocked by Strumfall. She gets it on the rebound, but her toes are on the line, out of bounds. Turnover, ball staying with the Purple Dragons. Petty, bounce pass from the right side of the lane to the left side of the lane to Matlock. Matlock's shot was up, and then, like I said, blocked by Strumfall. Inbound from Beitzinger to Hendrickson. Hendrickson turns around in the lane, no good. Shot up off the mark. And now the ball stolen by Petty. Petty is going to draw the foul and shoot 2. Madden Petty aggressively on defense, strips the ball, and then was able to draw the foul on Elena Allen. Allen's third. 27-27. The score here, Petty's first free throw of this pair will slip over the front of the rim and fall. 50% is Petty tonight, 3 of 6 at the line. Second one. That one hit the back of the rim as it was falling through. Good, 29-27. A lead change and 2 ties here in the last minute and a half of this contest. The score 29-27. The Purple Dragons lead with 4.5 to go. Beth knocked down by Matlock, it appeared. No foul called, and then Matlock drifted back into the lane and intercepted the pass. Gets it to Beitzinger. Beitzinger crossed the timeline. Now she hands it off to Zoe Pinamani. They're trying to do a little motion action, but cut off there. Great defense by Ella Beth, prevented Madden Petty from getting the ball. Had to go back to Beitzinger. Now it's with Petty. Petty will be called for... No, they're going to call a foul on the floor on Ella Beth as Petty took off from the right wing going to the hoop. And then Ella Beth having to sag off defensively to try and not have a foul was ended up calling for the push as Petty made her way to the hoop. Number 1 of 2 good for Petty right now. Taking a seat is Addie Lyons for the Tigers. Petty's second one, nothing but net. And back-to-back trips to the free throw line. Madden Petty has buried both of them, extending the Purple Dragon lead to 4 as they're up 31-27 now as we cross the 4-minute mark. Ella Beth trying to find an opening in the Purple Dragon defense. Now she's going to tip out and pump a three from the right wing. Up, rattles around, no good. Rebound, though, by Stumpful. Putback shot, no good, but she is fouled. I believe that will be on, yes, it is on Ella Hendrickson. That is Hendrickson's first foul. Ella Beth putting up shots in bulk. Not having much luck making them. First free throw from Stumpful is good. Stumpful been to the line twice before this, made one of the two. Made the first one here. Looking to make the second. Hits the heel of the rim, no good. Great fingertip rebound by Brooklyn Sheehy, and a foul. This one on the Purple Dragons. It is also on Hendrickson. Hendrickson's second in less than 10 seconds of game time. That will put the Tigers in the bonus, shooting 1-1. And this contest could be slowed to a halt, folks. So there is a possibility that we will go off the air with the girls' game and go streaming only. Free throw up and good on the front half of the 1-1 by Sheehy. The second one, also good. 30-31, and Coach Krotz is going to call a timeout. I believe it's a full. We will take it with him. Back in a minute here with the thrilling conclusion of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
Hi, I'm Kimball Gannon, former NFL Pro Bowler and proud graduate of Pittsburg State University. Like you, I love cheering on our Gorillas, but our student athletes need our support on more than just game days. That's why I'm asking you to participate in the newly created Silverback Fund. When you give to the Silverback Fund, you're helping fund scholarships for our students to excel athletically and academically. Take your Gorilla pride to the next level. Give to the Silverback Fund. Learn more at pittstate.edu/silverback.
I'm Jill Como from Como Jewelry. When you come into our store, be ready to feel some love. Yes, you'll find diamonds and jewelry that sparkle like crazy. But the most important part of our business isn't what's in the cases. It's who walks in our door. It's you. At Como Jewelry, our promise is this. We'll love you like nobody's business, because taking care of you is our business. So stop by to hear someone call your name. Como Jewelry in Joplin at 20th and Rangeline, and in Pittsburgh in front of the Meadowbrook Mall.
ESPN 100.7.
A very tight contest here. And Fort Scott, Kansas, and the Fort Scott High School Gymnasium, where currently the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons are leading the Fort Scott Tigers 31-30. Purple Dragons need to get over the timeline very quickly, and they do, thanks to the ball handling skills of Madden Petty. She hands it off to Aubrey Beitzinger, back to Petty now on the right wing. Petty is going to get the block call as she tried to drive around Brooklyn Sheehy. That's Sheehy's second. Petty will go and shoot another pair. If you're here on ESPN 100.7, the Pittsburgh State Gorilla basketball game will start at approximately 7:44 p.m. Central Time. You can hear Eddie Lomchek call that as the Pitt State Gorilla women's team are set to take on St. Edwards. Madden Petty made both of her free throws. That extends the Purple Dragon lead 33-30. Beth with it. Gets a screen from Strumpel, trying to drive all the way to the right side. Not able to. Zoe Pinamani cut off the advance by Beth, and they got it up to just prior at the top of the key. Now eventually it ends up back in the hands of Beth, as one can expect it to do. We are crossing the 3-minute mark. Strumful, guarded by Matlock, gets it over for a long 12-footer by Sheehy. Shot no good. Three is going to be put up by Allens. No good. Ball trying to be recovered by Petty. Unable to. She lost her footing. And it will go out of bounds. Giving the ball back to the Fort Scott Tigers. 33-30 the score. 2:49 left in this contest. Again, at 7:44, Eddie Lomchek will give you the call to Pitt State women's action against St. Edwards. But currently here in Fort Scott, the Purple Dragons leading the Tigers. 33-30, 2:40 to go. Beth with it. Beitzinger feels the screen set by Sheehy, and a block will be called, I believe, on Hendrickson, as Hendrickson was guarding Sheehy in the man-to-man defense, and with the screen, she had to briefly swap with Beitzinger to try and cover Beth, and that is a mismatch in favor of the Tigers, as Beth a little quicker than Hendrickson. Now Beth's first free throw is no good, rebounded by Matlock. Beitzinger crosses the timeline, gets it over to Petty, who is guarded by Beth. Now drive to the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound by Matlock, her shot no good. Rebound from Hendrickson, her shot no good. Gets her own rebound. This one up, also out, no good. Lots of interior shots, but nothing doing. Now Beth driving, pushing the tempo, crosses her legs, backed out. Now wide open. Elena Allens for a long two, says the official. That makes it 33-32. Under 2 minutes to go. Petty with it. Pulls up for a long two. Toe on the line. Good! 35-32. These two teams trading shots back and forth. See, it's going to probably come down to whoever's the ball last. Beth gets a screen. Now she puts up a three from the left wing. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Petty. We are under 90 seconds to go. The Purple Dragons are leading 35-32. Beitzinger into the front court. Guarded by Allen. And Allen finally fouls Beitzinger under the coaching of Pashon Steps. That will send Beitzinger to the line to shoot two. For the night, Beitzinger is 2 of 4 at the charity stripe. Beitzinger dribbles one, spins it in her hand. Shot up, good. 3 of 5 is Beitzinger. Again, dribbles it once, spins it in her hand. Shot up, that one also nothing but net. That will extend the lead, 37-32. Tigers. Ball in the hands of Beth, who's guarded by Beitzinger. Close to a minute now. Coach Steps, backs out. Now Beth has two screens that she can draw from. Drives to the right block. Cut out. Her advance was cut off, by both Beitzinger and Zoe Pinamani. 30-second timeout called by Coach Steps. We'll take it with him back in 30 seconds here with the thrilling conclusion of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
For bankruptcy, but a wage garnishment can make it hard to pay the rent, pay the pharmacy, or even feed the family. Bankruptcy can be a viable option to help families cope with unfortunate and unforeseen financial hardship. Call Steve Stockert at Wilbert & Towner, 620-231-5620 for a consultation to find out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you and your family. Call today. Wilbert & Towner, a full-service law firm, 620-231-5620. We are a debt relief agency, helping people find the relief they need in bankruptcy.
ESPN 100.7.
exactly 1 minute left of game time here in Fort Scott, Kansas, where the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons are leading the Fort Scott Tigers 37-32. Timeout by head coach Pashawn Steps. Now inbounding from the side was Kyra Pryor. Her pass was intercepted by Beitzinger. And on the ensuing drive up the court, Elena Allen fouls Beitzinger. That is Allen's fifth. So Allen also fouls out, the second Tiger to foul out tonight, alongside Madison Jones. First free throw up and good by Aubrey Beitzinger. Down the stretch, Beitzinger has proven clutch with the free throws, but that one circles the rim and falls out. Now it's in the hands of Beth, who is guarded by Beitzinger. Top of the lane, almost at the half-court circle. Now she gets a screen from Sheehy to Beth. Now a long three is going to be put up by Pryor. Hits the heel of the rim, no good. Loose ball, rebounded by Stumpfel. Gets it over to Pryor. Pryor tries to get past Zoe Pinamani, unable to do so. Page puts a move on Aubrey Beitzinger. Her free throw is up and short, falls out of bounds. 38-32, 25 seconds left here in this contest. Caden Matlock looking for somebody to get into, and before the 5-second foul is called, a timeout is called by head coach Chris Krotz, a 1-minute timeout. We will take it with him. Back in 1 minute here with the thrilling conclusion of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball on ESPN 100.7 and streaming live on ESPN1007.com.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
ESPN 100.
And we will cut out of that commercial break early because we don't want to miss a single action. As inbound from Matlock gets stolen by Pryor, and she feeds it inside to Sierra Strumfel. Strumfel makes the shot. 34-38. Petty all alone in the front court, lays it in with the left hand. 40-34 now the score. Gets it to Beth. Beth crosses half court. Puts up a long three. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jones. But it doesn't matter, as at the final buzzer, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons win by a final score of 40-34 over the Fort Scott Tigers. We will come back in 2 minutes, get you final scores, and get you prepped for the boys contest if you stick with us on ESPN1007.com. For those of you who've been listening to us on the radio dial on ESPN 100.7, keep it tuned there, and you will hear Eddie Lomschek called the Pittsburgh State Gorilla Basketball Contest, with the women first taking on St. Edwards at 8. That will start that pregame in approximately 15 minutes, and then the boys will follow at approximately 10 p.m. Central Time as they take on West Texas. So once again, the final score for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball girls contest against the Fort Scott Tigers: Purple Dragons 40, the Tigers 34. Back in 2 minutes on the ESPN 1007 live stream.
Eye Care, we have an uncompromised dedication to giving our patients a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision. Our 2 locations host state-of-the-art facilities with top-of-the-line diagnostic equipment and a knowledgeable staff that is always here to take care of you. At Canar Eye Care, we accept most medical and vision insurance. Remember, a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision begins at Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time by Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Medical Lodges Pittsburg is a 5-star quality-rated skilled nursing facility that has served Pittsburg and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. It's our mission to serve and enhance the lives of others, whether the need is for long-term care, short-term care, respite care, or day care. We offer private rooms, nutritious meals, therapy services, transportation to appointments, cable TV, Wi-Fi, and the daily newspaper, among other amenities. Medical Lodges Pittsburg is 100% employee-owned, so our team of skilled staff have a vested interest in providing quality care. If you'd like to stop in for a tour, we're located across the street from the hospital in Pittsburg at 2520 South Rouse, or call us at 620-231-0300. This is Tanya Johnson, registered nurse and administrator, and I look forward to talking with you about how we can best serve you and your family.
ESPN 100.7.
And we welcome you back inside the Tiger Dome, the Fort Scott High School Gymnasium here in Fort Scott, Kansas, where the Pittsburg State Purple Dragon girls emerge victorious over the Fort Scott Tigers 40-34. Get you some final stats, starting with the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. They ended the night 9 of 23 shooting from the floor, only 1 of 4 beyond the three-point arc. However, the free throw line was their bread and butter. After starting off the contest 1 of 6 at the charity stripe, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons ended 14 of 26. And then they ended up with 19 rebounds and 2 assists. For the Fort Scott Tigers, they shot 11 of 36 from the floor, put up 19 shots behind the arc, most of those from Ella Beth. Only made 4 of those. Ella Beth, 3 3-pointers, below her average of 4.25 per game. However, Beth was almost on to her 18 points per game average, closing out the night with 15. At the free throw line, the Tigers were 6 of 11. So unable, not quite as many chances as the Purple Dragons, and unable to convert when they had them. They ended the night with 15 rebounds and no assists. The high score for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons was Madden Petty. She ended her night with 23 points if I do my math correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 field goals. One of those was a 3-pointer. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15, and then add 4 more. So 19 points, was the final scoring total for Madden Petty. And that's going to do it for the girls' contest. If you are listening to us on the ESPN 1007 stream, we will get you prepped for the boys' contest here shortly, as the Pittsburgh Purple Dragon boys are 4-0 under head coach Kylie Rawls, 2-0 in the SEK. Wow. The Fort Scott Tigers under head coach Jeff Latore are 1-3 overall, 0-1. Excuse me. 1-3, 1-0 in conference, not 0-1. So with that, we will step aside for a little while and then come back with about 5 minutes to go. That'll be at approximately 7:45. We'll get you some pregame stats, analysis, and starting lineups for the Pittsburg Purple Dragon boys contest against the Fort Scott Tigers. So, final score of the girls contest one last time. The Pittsburg Purple Dragons emerged victorious, getting their first win of the year overall and first win in conference, winning 40-34 over the Fort Scott Tigers.
Strong teams are something Watco Companies knows all about. And whether we're transloading steel in Houston, repairing rail cars in Pennsylvania, or hauling grain in Australia, Watco is still the same hometown transportation services provider that was started in Pittsburg, Kansas 35 years ago. The Watco Strong teams are something Watco Companies knows all about. And whether we're transloading steel in Houston, repairing rail cars in Pennsylvania, or hauling grain in Australia, Watco is still the same hometown transportation services provider that was started in Pittsburg, Kansas 35 years ago. The Watco team has close ties to our local communities and would like to wish all our area high school teams safe and successful seasons. Watco Companies, customer first, safety always.
ESPN 100.7.
There's never been a better time to install solar power. You'll save money every month on your electric bill, and big savings with loads of tax credits now available for solar on your home or business. And you can spread out your investment with some great financing options. The professionals at CDL will assess your situation and offer the right system for you. Then our skilled craftsmen will install the system quickly and efficiently. So help your pocketbook and the environment with solar, and contact the professionals at CDL.
ESPN 100.7.
No one wants to file for bankruptcy, but a wage garnishment can make it hard to pay the rent, pay the pharmacy, or even feed the family. Bankruptcy can be a viable option to help families cope with unfortunate and unforeseen financial hardship. Call Steve Stockert at Wilbert & Towner, 620-231-5620 for a consultation to find out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you and your family. Call today. Wilbert & Towner, a full-service law firm, 620-231-5620. We are a debt relief agency, helping people find the relief they need in bankruptcy.
ESPN 100.7.
Gunflex right stack, 394 Dragon Smoke.
Make the right call to Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, 620-231-6230. Vietti Auto Body and Alignment has a team of experts that has the newest equipment and training like no other. So why go where the insurance company sends you? Stand up and choose Vietti Auto Body and Alignment on 4th Street in Pittsburg since 1948, or call 620-231-6230. It is your choice. Find them fast in names and numbers.
There's always something happening at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall. Enjoy the Christmas tradition of Pittsburgh's original one-stop shopping center with more to offer and a greater variety of gift ideas for everyone. Fill those Christmas lists with the convenience of one-stop shopping and climate control comfort. Shop where Santa shops this Christmas season at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall. There's always something happening at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall.
ESPN 100.7.
Oops. S&B Lawn Care. The area's leading lawn service offers a full range of commercial and residential lawn care services. S&B is local, reliable, and experienced, and they strive for 100% customer satisfaction to their clients. S&B is there for you through the winter months as well, with services such as gutter cleaning and leaf cleanup. They also have equipment to clear that snow from sidewalks and driveways to entire parking lots. For high-quality service, from the first call to the completion of the project, S&B Lawn Care at 620-308-6412.
Bittner Motors is proud to announce that it's now Pittsburgh's dealer for the Hustler line of zero-turn lawnmowers. Hustler's manufactured its trademark yellow mowers for over 50 years, each mower being distributed right here in Kansas. Hustler combines the innovative American spirit with a do-it-right work ethic to produce the best line of zero-turn mowers on the market. Call Mike Bittner at 620-232-1530 or stop by today at 1018 North Broadway in Pittsburgh to check out the Hustler line of zero-turn mowers.
ESPN 100.7.
What does it take to have a truly positive reputation? At Vogel Heating and Cooling, we know reputation is earned by consistent performance, by serving our customers' best interest, by providing top quality, energy efficient Rheem equipment and service for Southeast Kansas homeowners. Vogel Heating and Cooling is a Rheem factory authorized dealer and has been serving the area for over 20 years. Turn to the experts. Turn to Vogel Heating and Cooling.
GM Bank has been in the banking business since 1918. That's right. GM Bank has been serving customers like you for over 100 years. We're deeply rooted in the communities we serve with expertise in small business and agriculture. We're time-tested and people-centered. A lot has changed over the last 100 years, but as a family-owned bank, our commitment to our customers has only grown deeper. GM Bank, the best place to bank and borrow. Come see us and let us give you our best. gn-bank.com.
Member FDIC.
ESPN 100.7.
Hi, I'm Tim O'Gannon, former NFL Pro Bowler and proud graduate of Pittsburg State University. Like you, I love cheering on our gorillas, but our student athletes need our support on more than just game days. That's why I'm asking you to participate in the newly created Silverback Fund. When you give to the Silverback Fund, you're helping fund scholarships for our students to excel athletically and academically. Take your gorilla pride to the next level. Give to the Silverback Fund. Learn more at pittstate.edu/silverback.
I'm Jill Como from Como Jewelry. When you come into our store, be ready to feel some love. Yes, you'll find diamonds and jewelry that sparkle like crazy. But the most important part of our business isn't what's in the cases. It's who walks in our door. It's you. At Como Jewelry, our promise is this. We'll love you like nobody's business because taking care of you is our business. So stop by to hear someone call your name. Como Jewelry in Joplin at 20th and Rangeline and in Pittsburgh in front of the Meadowbrook Mall.
ESPN 100.7.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
ESPN 100.7.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
ESPN 100.7.
And we welcome you into Fort Scott, Kansas, where the Fort Scott Tigers are getting ready to take on the Pittsburg Purple Dragons. Hello, everybody. I'm Shelby White. Alongside me on our videographer is Jacob Ryan for this SEK matchup here for the Tigers. It is their second SEK conference meetup. Their first one came last week where they defeated the Lebec County Grizzlies at Lebec County for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. This will be conference game number 3 as they have already played both Parsons and Chanute. Purple Dragons come into this contest 4-0, 2-0 in conference, while the Fort Scott Tigers are 1-3 overall, 1-0 in the SEK. Get you some scoring updates from around the ESPN, the MyTown Media Radio Network family of stations. Down in Riverton, the Frontenac Raiders defeat the Riverton Lady Rams 62-22. If you want to catch the boys contest, which will be starting shortly, you can go over to ESPN1007.com, click on the Listen Live tab, and you can hear our very own Heath Atkins call that contest. Over in Pittsburg, Kansas, the St. Mary's Colgan girls defeated the Iola Phillies 44-31. That's good news for both Fort Scott fans as well as Pittsburgh fans. Seeing that Iola lost, give them a chance to gain some ground in the conference. Even though it wasn't a conference game for Iola or St. Mary's Colgan, loss is a loss, and it will help you overall later on. And if you want to listen to the St. Mary's Colgan Iola Mustangs game, you can flip over to 1340 AM, or since you're already on our website, click on the St. Mary's Colgan Live Events tab here on our ESPN1007.com website. And then if you want to listen to Pitt State action, you can go to ESPN 100.7 FM on your radio dial, or KWXD 103.5. And you can listen to Eddie Lomschek, while Pitt State Girl Women's take on the St. Edward's University as they end their time in Las Vegas as part of the Las Vegas Hoopla. And then after that, you can listen to him call the Pitt State Gorilla men's contest against West Texas A&M. That will be at approximately 10 o'clock. Now we are a little over a minute and a half away from the start of the boys contest, and we have an update from in Pittsburgh. In the boys contest, the Iola Mustangs are up over the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers 18-16 at the first quarter. So keep an eye on you for that as well. As again, not a conference game for either Colgan or Iola, but a game that means something to the Purple Dragon fans as well as the Fort Scott Tiger fans. Final minute buzzer going off. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back with tip-off and the starting lineups. Back in 2 minutes with the start of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
At Canar Eye Care, we have an uncompromised dedication to giving our patients a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision. Our 2 locations host state-of-the-art facilities with top-of-the-line diagnostic equipment and a knowledgeable staff that is always here to take care of you. At Canar Eye Care, we accept most medical and vision insurance. Remember, a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision begins at Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Medical Lodges Pittsburg is a 5-star quality-rated skilled nursing facility that has served Pittsburg and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. It's our mission to serve and enhance the lives of others, whether the need is for long-term care, short-term care, respite care, or day care. We offer private rooms, nutritious meals, therapy services, transportation to appointments, cable TV, Wi-Fi, and the daily newspaper, among other amenities. Medical Lodges Pittsburg is 100% employee-owned, so our team of skilled staff have a vested interest in providing quality care. If you'd like to stop in for a tour, we're located across the street from the hospital in Pittsburg at 2520 South Rouse, or call us at 620-231-0300. This is Tanya Johnson, registered nurse and administrator, and I look forward to talking with you about how we can best serve you and your family.
ESPN 100.7.
And we welcome you back into the Fort Scott High School Gymnasium. You caught the tail end of the national anthem there. And so with that, we are going to go ahead and get you the starting lineups for both squads. We will begin with the visiting Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. For them, they have starting Javon Grant, the sophomore, junior Gavin Elkamil, senior Brett Weimers, senior Jarek Butcher, and senior Trenton Austin, the standard starting 5 for Coach Kylie Rolfs. Again, that's Grant, Elkamil, Brett Weimers, Butcher, and Austin. Now for the hometown Fort Scott Tigers. They have the senior Nick Lawrence, senior Matt Campbell, junior CJ Horton, senior Carter Goldston, and senior Jordan Hall stepping onto the floor to start things off for head coach Jeff Delator. Again, that's Lawrence, Campbell, Horton, Goldston, and Hall. They're getting ready, finishing up their. They're getting with Goldston here. As I mentioned, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons come into this contest 4-0. Their last game was Saturday against the Webb City Cardinals as part of the 4-state challenge, where they emerged victorious over the Webb City Cardinals, and a hard-fought contest came down to the wire. Final was a 3-point margin. That's kind of how it's been so far this year for head coach Kylie Rolfs. Lots of down-to-the-wire games, and in the end, his squad makes just enough baskets and moments happen in order to emerge victorious. And for head coach Jeff Delator, he comes back with a largely intact squad. He's returning 11 of 3 letter winners from last year. Last year they ended the season under 500, both overall and in the SEK at 8-13 and 4-8 respectively. But with this is a chance for the Tigers to do a lot of work going into the final legs of the season, and having this many together as you come back is a huge boost to get things going for the team. Jumping in the circle is Austin and Lawrence. Ball up, won by Austin. Gets it to Elkamil, whose first shot is up, off the back of the rim, no good. Tried to be corralled by Lawrence and was tipped out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Elkamil. So now in the front court, ball in the hands of Goldston. Now he gets a pass stolen by Elkamil. Elkamil streaking by himself, cuts across the lane, puts up the shot, and he will draw the foul. Elkamil at where about the sideline of the volleyball court is they are here on the Fort Scott court. They have 2 volleyball courts that run side by side as opposed to one that runs the length of the basketball court. Once he got to about the sideline of it there, El Camino cut from the near side of the lane to the far side, and as he was shot, was able to draw the foul. That is the first foul committed by the Tigers. Did not see who it was on. For those of you who were listening on the radio dial, we welcome you as you join us on our ESPN 100.7 radio live stream. I'm Shelby White alongside Jacob Ryan. El Camino dribbles it once, puts the shot up, hits the front of the rim, no good. Having El Camino a bit of a slow start to his season. Last year, a very dynamic player for Coach Rolfs, part of a squad that ended up getting 3rd place at the 5A state championship. El Camino's second one, recalibrated, found the bottom of the cup, makes the score 1-0, first score of the contest. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons lead over the Fort Scott Tigers. Now bringing it up court is Horton. He was guarded by Weimers. Into the hand of Goldston. Javon Grant there. Goldston drives to his left, spins to his right. Now he kicks it out to Hall. Hall steps back, thought about taking a 3. Now a great bounce pass in the lane. What strength by Nick Lawrence in order to get the bounce pass, fight through a couple defenders, and then make the bucket. 2-1 now. The Tigers lead. Ball in the hands of El Camino. Swung around to Weimers on the right side wing. To Javon Grant at the top of the key. Back to Weimers on the right side. Weimers wanting to find Austin in the middle. Jarek Butcher has it at the top of the key. He is guarded by Hall. Now Butcher will back it out after hearing the play called by Coach Rolfs from the sideline. Coach Delatorre calling out the defense on for his Tigers. Grant has it, trying to break down Hall, and they're going to call a carry on Javon Grant. Grant not very happy about it as he's walking by, shaking his head just a little bit. A little frustrated with himself, I'm sure, more than anything. Now Grant on the defense will guard ball handler Goldston. Goldston crossing the timeline, gets it over to Horton. Aggressive attempt on the pass by Weimers. No dice, but on the try to wrap around pass from Hall. Grant comes from behind, gets it blocked from behind by Nick Lawrence. However, ball is picked up by El Camino. Finds Weimers in the right corner for a 3 up and good! Brett Weimers with a 3 scores 4-2 in favor of the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons here. Slowly moving it up court, now putting on some speed is Goldston, but he loses it, picked up by Austin. Purple Dragons have numbers, feeds it to Grant. Austin coming back, alley-oop, good! Javon Grant to Trenton Austin, and alley-oop on the breakaway. 6-2, Purple Dragons lead. We'll see how the Tigers can respond. Goldston has it, picks up his dribble on the right of the edge line of the volleyball court, on the left side of the court. He tries to feed it into Lawrence in the front court, gets it to Grant. Grant, however, is going to be called for a travel. Matt Campbell was calling it before the official did, as the official blew his whistle. The appropriate call. Butcher didn't quite put the ball down before he took about 3 steps. Inbounding now is Horton. Box run formation by the Tigers. Nobody in near the lane. They do a little loft in to try and get to Hall. Intercepted by El Camino. El Camino and Butcher. They have numbers. El Camino's going to take it himself. Put the shot, and it's going to fall! Basket counts! Gavin El Camino driving to the lane. Had Jarek Butcher on the left block. Could have passed it off, kept it in himself, and drew the foul. That foul is going to be called on Matt Campbell. Campbell's first, the second one for the Tigers. Sub coming in for Coach Delatorre. Alex Michaud is entering. He will send Hall to the bench. El Camino with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Already El Camino's 3rd free throw attempt of this contest, and we are less than 2.5 minutes into the contest. Free throw off the mark. Score 8-2. Now a long baseline jumper put up and off the mark. A good look there by Colin Thomas. Thomas unable to get it fall, though. Leading it forward. Tried to get a pass over in the near side corner to Weimers. Last touch, they say, by the Purple Dragons. Pittsburgh faithful, who made the approximate hour trip, not happy with that call. Full court press called by Coach Rolfs. Bounce pass tipped by Grant, knocked out along the baseline. That will reset the 10-second back court count. Now they're going to have Jordan Hall inbound it, send Lawrence into the front court. Screen set by Campbell. Inbound over to Michaud. Michaud gets it to Goldstein. Goldstein, a great bounce pass to Campbell. Campbell unable to get it, however. Turnover for the Tigers. Score is 8-2. 5 minutes and change to go here in the first quarter. And already the Purple Dragons have had some fireworks. And a couple crazy layups made by Elkamil and Grant. And then a alley-oop from Grant to Butcher. Grant to Austin. Long three put up by Javon Grant. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Brett Weimer skying. And they're going to call a travel. He picked it up, landed on his right foot. And then before he could get his head turned around to make an outlet pass, had a little of a jump hop with that same right foot. Travel. 4:45, 8-2, the score. The Purple Dragons lead. Leading pass to Goldstein. Goldstein finds Nick Lawrence in the front court. Lawrence, great job. Put up a pump fake, got Austin to leave his feet. Lawrence missed that shot, but then he got his own rebound and put it back in. 8-4 now. Purple Dragons lead. We are at 4.5. Elkamil trying to break down his man Hall. Swung around to Grant. Grant running the baseline, and he tries to do the old reverse layup. Unable to convert is Javon Grant. Pushing the answer now is Michaud. Michaud gets it over to Campbell. Campbell takes a great step back, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound by Grant. Grant, now he's going to go coast to coast and lay it in. Javon Grant, aggressiveness on the offense, and now Michaud's interior pass to try and get it to Campbell, stolen by Elkamil. Elkamil gets it to Butcher. Butcher driving the lane, kicks it out to Weimers on the left side for a three. Weimers' three is up, hits the heel of the iron, no good. Grant fixed up, no look pass to Elkamil, and Elkamil wasn't ready for that because Javon Grant was looking at the top of the key like he was going to take it out. No look pass had a lot of mustard on that, and it went away. Weimers unable to secure it, went off his hands. Two people coming out for the Purple Dragons. That is Trenton Austin and Weimers. Entering is Peyton Cantrell as well as Ty Roark. Inbound from Hall to Goldston. Goldston will get it over to Horton. Horton is guarded by Butcher. Butcher will let Holston cross the timeline uncontested. Couple off-ball screens. Gets it in the hand of Michaud. Michaud gets a screen, puts up a long two off the rim. No good. Rebound by Roark, and they're going to say that Roark stepped on the line out of bounds. I believe that is the call. So it will stay with the Tigers. The score is 10-4, 3.5 to go. Inbound to Michaud. Michaud driving to the lane. Elkamil, great position, but an even better adjustment by Alec Michaud in order to bump into Elkamil, but not draw a foul. Now Grant, in turn, puts up a three, no good. And a great run-in lay by Nick Lawrence right down the heart of the lane, almost uncontested. Put it up over the rim with his right hand. Roark has it, finds Weimers. Weimers with about a 16-footer. Jump shot, no good, hit the back of the iron. And it was rebounded by Michaud. Michaud, long pass up court to Jordan Hall. Hall tried to drive by Peyton Cantrell. Cantrell will be called for the foul. Cantrell's first foul, also the first for the Purple Dragons. Jarrett Shoemaker entering now for the Tigers as the Purple Dragons lead 10-8 with 2:50 left to go. Hall has it, guarded by Elkamil. Now they get to Shoemaker on the right block. Kick out to Goldston. Goldston with a long three, up and good! The Fort Scott Tigers take an 11-10 lead on about a 20-foot three made there by C.J. Horton. And now a basket made on the back end by the Purple Dragons. Horton bringing it up the court. He is guarded by Grant and Cantrell. Roark gets it, trying to cover Goldstein. Now Lawrence has it. Kick out to Goldstein for three. Up, rattles around, rolls out, no good. Rebound by Peyton Cantrell. Cantrell gets an outlet pass to Elkamil finds Jarek Butcher for three. It rattles her out, no good. Ty Roark with that rebound. Now Grant driving in. What a pass! Over to Peyton Cantrell, and they're going to say Cantrell traveled. And Cantrell not super happy with it, but he's not beside himself either. Understands the call. Coach Rolfs does as well, calls the defense. And now ball lost in the backcourt, and they're going to say it was last touched by the Purple Dragons, remaining with Fort Scott 12 to 11. The Purple Dragons lead over the Tigers. 1:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Goldston over to Horton, back to Goldston. Now cross court up to Shoemaker. Shoemaker finds a wide open Jordan Hall in the post, and Hall lays it in. Another lead change here in the first quarter, the fourth so far. Grant is guarded by Goldston. Now he fakes the handoff to Elkamil, going to the top of key with it. Gets it out to Elkamil on the right wing. Elkamil drives to the lane, pump fakes it, spins around his defender, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound is done by Goldston. Now checking in is Alec Michaud and Matt Campbell. Coming in is Brett Weimers and Trenton Austin for the Purple Dragons. Sitting is Elkamil and Butcher. Grant will take it himself over the timeline. Now he gets it over to Weimers in the corner. Weimers finds Roark. Roark puts down a dribble. Now he gets it back to Grant. Grant calls for a screen from Austin. Tries to get some opening room. Loses the ball. It's picked up by Roark. Gets it back to Grant. Grant behind his back. Shot up, and a hard foul by Alec Michaud on Grant. And that's not necessarily a malicious hard foul. It just happened to be hard as Michaud put his hand up on the ball that Grant trying to adjust, kind of ripped the ball away from Michaud. Had Michaud's hand go in his face. Grant, shot number one from the free throw line, off the mark. Already, the Purple Dragons have attempted 4 free throws, only converted 1. That was made by Gavin Elkamil. Grant's second free throw, up and down, good. 13-13. With less than 1 minute to go, we are at the 35-second mark. Ball in the hands of Shoemaker. Gets it over to Horton. Horton is guarded by Weimers. Weimers now engages. Now they find Matt Campbell in the lane, and a cutting Nick Lawrence buries the shot! Great backdoor cut by Nick Lawrence, and a heads-up feed by Matt Campbell. Score 15-13, Fort Scott leading. 26 and a half seconds to go. Lawrence with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Subs coming in for the Purple Dragons, Elkamil and Butcher. Sitting, Roark and Cantrell. Lawrence dribbles it once, his shot is up and through, good. That'll extend the lead to 6. Now Grant driving all the way to the lane, and he will get blocked, and they're going to say fouled from behind on the shot by Michaud. And you can tell that head coach Jeff Delatorre knows that Javon Grant loves to drive into the lane. And he's making the calculated risk that by forcing Grant to shoot free throws and not giving him easy lay-in buckets, it will affect Grant's shots and maybe decision-making overall later in the game. And Grant buries both free throws. That'll cut the lead back to 1. 16-15, the Tigers lead. Inbound over to Shoemaker. Gets it to Goldstein. Goldstein tries to get it across the court to Lawrence. Elkamil, late break, tried to steal it. Knocked it out of bounds into the Pittsburgh Purple Dragon bench. 14 seconds to go. The Tigers lead 16-15 here in quarter number 1. They inbound it behind the half-court line to Horton. Horton is guarded by Wiemers. Tried to get some separation with the left shoulder. No good. Austin steals the pass that was intended for Lawrence. Austin looks his head up, finds Grant. Cuts it across court. 1 second long. Three put up by Grant. Off the backboard, no good. Javon Grant trying to give the Purple Dragons a 2-point advantage with about a 23, 24-foot three-pointer, but is unable to do so. So at the end of the first quarter, it is the Fort Scott Tigers 16, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 15. Back in a minute here with more Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
Gun flex right stack, 394 Dragon Smoke.
Make the right call to Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, 620-231-6230. Vietti Auto Body and Alignment has a team of experts that has the newest equipment and training like no other. So why go where the insurance company sends you? Stand up and choose Vietti Auto Body and Alignment on 4th Street in Pittsburgh since 1948, or call 620-231-6230. It is your choice. Find them fast in names and numbers.
There's always something happening at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall.
Enjoy the Christmas tradition of Pittsburgh's original one-stop shopping center with more to offer and a greater variety of gift ideas for everyone. Fill those Christmas lists with the convenience of one-stop shopping and climate control comfort. Shop where Santa shops this Christmas season at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall.
There's always something happening at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall.
ESPN 100.7.
And as we come back into the Tiger Dome, the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 16-15. Ball in the hands of the Tigers. It is with now Matt Campbell. Campbell gets it over to C.J. Horton at the top of the key. Horton is guarded by Brett Wiemers. Now they get it back to Campbell. Campbell guarded by Jarek Butcher. In the hands of Jordan Hall, who is guarded by Gavin Elkamil. Carter Goldstein has it. Javon Grant up in his face. Back in the hands of Campbell. Now it's swung to Shoemaker, who is defended by Austin. Ball with Jordan Hall. He was able to pop it out of the double team by Elkamil and Butcher. Now eventually it is swung around and fed to Campbell on the left block. Campbell's going to pull up an 18-footer, and it's going to rattle around and in. Shooter's fall for Matt Campbell there. That's Campbell's first bucket. Javon Grant outside the three gets to Wiemers at the top of the key. Swung around to Elkamil. Elkamil feeds Austin in the post. Austin thought he was going to get it to Grant. Ends up giving it to Elkamil. Elkamil drives down. Gets it back to Austin. Austin jumps in the middle of the lane. Shot up. No good. Fighting for the rebound. And will eventually be secured by Goldston. Goldston taking it himself. Wiemers go up, forcing Goldston to make it around. And Goldston makes the basket! Another and one opportunity for the Fort Scott Tigers. Carter Goldston got the rebound and went all the way. And then was able to finish despite being fouled by Brett Wiemers. That was Wiemers first. Goldston converts on the ad one. Now Grant trying to go 60 miles an hour. Feeds Butcher in the lane. Butcher almost travel. Got out to Elkamil. Elkamil puts down one dribble. Puts up an 18-footer. Missed long. And that rebound was by Campbell. Pushing the issue are the Tigers. And another basket in the paint made by Jordan Hall. 22-15. The Purple Dragons are up. Coach Rawls telling his team to take a little bit of a break. So Grant eventually got over to Wiemers. Now it's to Austin at the top of the key. Back to Grant. Grant thought about taking a three, puts down a dribble. Now he'll take a three from the left corner, and it was well short. Right in the breadbasket of Shoemaker for the rebound. Now in the front court, a three is put up. Hit the front of the rim from Goldston. It was picked up by Hall, and now picking it over was Austin. Gets it to Grant. Grant back to Austin at the top of the key. Now he feeds Elkamil on the right baseline. Elkamil dribbles out to the right wing. Coach Rolfs calling out the offense here. Elkamil to Austin at the top of the key, running a high post. Kick back out to Elkamil. Pump fake the three to Wiemers. Swung around to Butcher. Now Austin again at the top of the free throw line. Man defense being run by the Fort Scott Tigers. Austin dribble, kick out to Butcher in the left corner for three, up and good! Jarek Butcher with the three in the left corner. 18-22. Now the score, the Fort Scott Tigers lead, and they're going to call a block on Javon Grant, and Grant can't believe it, talking a little bit to the official, nor can many of the Pittsburgh Purple Dragon faithful, saying that they thought the ball was lost from Goldston going by Grant. Michaud and Lawrence entering for the Tigers. The score 23-18. Under 5 to go. Now the interpass stolen by Grant. Grant all by himself, and they're going to call a travel because Grant lost his dribble. And that right there, I think, is because of all the hard fouls and fouls from behind that Javon Grant has been given, courtesy of Coach Jason Latoure's Tigers squad. He's just a sophomore, so Grant has a lot to learn. And composure is one of them, and trusting himself. He heard footsteps, he lost the ball, called for a travel, missing a golden opportunity for the Purple Dragons. Now, on the offensive side for the Tigers. Ball in the hands of Michaud. Michaud, guarded by Grant, spins around Grant. Weimer slaps the ball, try to knock it loose. Gets into the hands of Horton for a deep three. Hit the backboard, rail around, no good. Rebound by Butcher. Quickly, pushing the pace, Grant. Cuts into the lane, shot up, and he will be fouled. They call it on the shot or on the floor, and they will say on the shot. Again, give credit to head coach Jason Latoure. He is making sure that Grant has no real easy baskets into the lane. And the one easy basket that Grant did have, because of all the hard fouls, he got in his own head and traveled. Grant's first free throw, no good. Already Javon Grant has shot 5 free throws. Sitting, Alex Michaud, C.J. Horton. Entering is Gavin Pitlawani. Grant misses both free throws. Ball on the floor. Picked up by Austin. Austin shot up. No good. Grant gets his own rebound. The small guy goes up hard. Trenton Austin was fouled on the shot, and then he was fouled, and Grant was fouled going up, and now Grant, I don't know if something was said or not, but one of the officials walked up the lane toward Grant somewhat to talk to I don't know who. 23-18, a little over 4 to go here in the first half. Grant makes the free throw there. His fourth made free throw in 7 tries. Second one also good. 5 of 8 is Javon Grant at the line. That makes the score 23-20 in favor of the Tigers. Goldston trying to get by Weimers. Eventually gets into the front court to Pitlawani. And hit Pitlawani's pass up to Hall, intercepted by Elkema. Elkema behind his back, swings out to Grant. Grant driving the baseline, kick out to Butcher. Butcher a wide open three, shot up, good! Jarek Butcher ties it for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, 23-23. Butcher, 2 of 3 beyond the arc so far, 3:33 to go. Swinging around, great ball move by the Tiger. Oh, what a great jump pass from Pitlawani. Got it in to Campbell. Campbell shot no good. Campbell got the only rebound, kicked it out to Lawrence. Lawrence's shot well short. Rebound by Goldston. Goldston trying to drive it out. Almost had some way. Butcher tried to feed up court. Stolen by Lawrence. Lawrence lays it up. Falls off, no good. Gavin Elkema wide open. They have Trenton Austin all by himself. Austin. What are they going to call? Oh, they're calling a foul in the backcourt on Elkema. No, excuse me. They're calling a foul in the backcourt on Goldston. I had my eyes in the front court where Trenton Austin went up with 2 off a 1-2 jump, and he was going to go down with a windmill, one-handed dunk, it appeared, and all of a sudden I saw him pull it down, and I was afraid they called him for a travel, but instead it was a foul by Goldston in the backcourt, the second one on Goldston. 7th overall by the Tigers. Elkema shoots a 1-and-1, first one up and down, good. Elkema, 2 of 4 so far. Score 24-23, Purple Dragons lead. With about 3:10 left in the first half. Elkema Gets the ball from the official, spins it in his hand, dribbles once, second shot up, and good. Kissed the back of the rim as it went down. 25-23, Weimers almost with the steal on the in. No, they're going Weimers with a foul on the inbound. That's Weimers' second. He will sit now. And Peyton Cantrell enters. Shoemaker back in for the Tigers. Pitlawani sits. Shoemaker will get it over to Horton. Horton has to get through a double team from Grant, and Cantrell does. Gets to Shoemaker. Shoemaker across court pass to Goldstein. Goldstein interior pass to Nick Lane. Nick Lane's turnaround jumper, no good. Great look by Nick Lane, just didn't fall. Elkamil gets it to Butcher. Butcher puts down a dribble, finds Cantrell on the lane. Cantrell shot up, no good. Rebound, almost. Rebound is not secured by Austin. They're going to call a reaching foul on Carter Goldston. Coach De La Torre, not sure he agrees with that. No, they're calling the foul on Trenton Austin with the block. And half the court is furious, half the court celebratory. I'll let you figure out who was who. 25-23 and a hold off ball. The seventh foul committed by the Purple Dragons. I believe they're going to get Javon Grant, and they do get Javon Grant with that one. Number 7. So we are shooting free throws from here on out, folks, as the score is 25-23. The Purple Dragons lead, both teams having committed 7. Coach De La Torre talking to Goldstein toward his bench. Shooting is Horton. Horton shot up. Hits the back of the rim as it travels down. Good. 25-24. Purple Dragons lead. 2:50 to go. Going to the scorer's table is Pitlawani. Second free throw is up. Nothing but net for C.J. Horton, tying the game. Pitlawani replaces Goldston. Ty Roark in running the offense in place of Javon Grant, as Grant has 2 fouls. And they're going to call a blocking screen on Peyton Cantrell. Cantrell blatantly threw his hip out there. I could see that one all the way up here. Cantrell was trying to set a screen, but too much of the old hip check as the defender went by, resulting in a foul. However, no free throws for the Tigers as it was an offensive foul. Inbound, and they're going to call a block on Cantrell, and he can't believe it. Coach Rolfs just applauding the effort from Cantrell. That will be Cantrell's 3rd foul here in the first half. Cantrell talking to Coach Rolfs. Rolfs trying to calm him down. Checking in is Weimers. Weimers in for Cantrell now because he's talking with Rolfs. He was on the floor. Coach Rolfs eventually pulls Cantrell to the floor, or to the bench. It's still 2:39. No game time has really elapsed. We've gone through about 7 free throws. Free throw made on the front half of the 1-and-1 by C.J. Horton. Horton 3 for 3 so far. Tigers lead 26-25. And the second free throw from Horton is up. Hits the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Roark. Roark pushing the tempo. Now he will stop as he's guarded by Pitlawani. Pulls back, almost broke Pitlawani's ankles. The fans for Pittsburgh thought it was. Elkamil going to be called for a travel, saying he shifted his feet before trying to blow by Jordan Hall. Another turnover committed by the Purple Dragons. 2:27 here in the first half. Score 26-25 in favor of the Tigers. Inbounding it is Shoemaker. He gets it over to Pitlawani. Pitlawani will get it across the timeline, uncontested. Picking him up at about where the volleyball line is on the left horizontal volleyball court is Roark. Now Pitlawani tries to drive the lane and put up shot, no good. Now they feed Weimers. Weimers in a high outline pass. He's going to dribble it out and reset the offense. They get it to Elkamil. Elkamil for 3. Hits the back of the rim. No shooter's roll. But Roark comes flying in. Kicks it out to Butcher for 3. Hits the rim. No good. Now Weimers gets the rebound, and he runs it out. and they will set up the offense. They get it to Elkamil. Bounce pass to Butcher. Butcher feeds it into Austin in the post. Austin on Pitlawani, and they're going to call Trenton Austin for a travel. Outrage by the Pittsburg High School fans. Trenton Austin thought he was just doing a simple Euro, putting down one hard power dribble to turn his body to the left, then establish his right pivot foot so he could spin around the much shorter Gavin Pitlawani. And the official saying that Austin traveled 26-25, a minute 45 left here in the first half. Ball in the hands of Goldston. Now he dribbles to his left. He is guarded closely by Roark. Gets it over to Horton. Horton covered by Weimers. Lawrence, beyond the three-point arc, sees the wide hands of Trenton Austin. Cross-court pass back to Goldston. Goldston driving the top of the lane. Great defense there by Roark. Fakes the pass to Lawrence. Lawrence wide open in the lane. He goes up. Good! Nick Lawrence taking advantage of the aggressiveness of Trenton Austin on the help defense with the pass, and was eventually able to leak back into the lane and make it. Now, Weimers, a little too fancy with the handiwork, bounces it off his foot, ends up in the hands of the Tigers. 28-25, under a minute now to go here in half number one. Goldston over to Hall. Hall back, guarded by Elkamil. Coach De La Torre calling it. Now he picks up his dribble. Got a 5 count. Got to hurry. And they're going to call a timeout just before the 5-second ball violation called. A 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds here with the rest of the first half of Purple Dragon basketball.
Strong teams are something Watco Companies knows all about. And whether we're transloading steel in Houston, repairing rail cars in Pennsylvania, or hauling grain in Australia, Watco is still the same hometown transportation services provider that was started in Pittsburg, Kansas 35 years ago. The Watco team has close ties to our local communities and would like to wish all our area high school teams safe and successful seasons. Watco Companies, customer first, safety always.
ESPN 100.7.
And with 40 seconds to go here in the first half, the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburg Purple Dragons 28-25. Inbounding it is Campbell. He will get it over to Goldston. Goldston walks up to the left volleyball court, gets a screen from Campbell. Now he gets it in to Horton in the right corner. Horton driving the baseline. And they're going to say the ball was lost, out of bounds, last touched by the Purple Dragons. Coach De La Torre calling in the inbound sequence. Horton gets it to Goldston. Goldston is guarded by Austin. Now he pump fakes a 3. No good. Bounce pass to Campbell. Campbell is guarded by Butcher. Driving into the right corner. Butcher now will close the distance. Get into Nick Lawrence in the lane. Lawrence up, and it rolls in! Nick Lawrence owning the paint right now. 30-25, 6 seconds left. Elkamil has it, driving into the lane, shot up, and they will call a foul there. Gavin Elkamil going to the line to shoot two. The foul is on Matt Campbell. Elkamil shot 5 free throws so far, has made 3. First one up and down. 4 of 6 is Elkamil. 30-26. Elkamil lines up his shot, visualizes it, spins the ball in his hand, dribbles once, shot up, and that one will slip, hitting the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and the backboard, and then fall. 27-30, inbound to Horton. Horton puts up a half-court shot on line, no. And that will do it. Going into halftime, the Fort Scott Tigers lead the Pittsburg Purple Dragons 30-27. We will take a 2-minute timeout and come back with halftime stats and a look around the league at area scores. You are listening to Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball, streamed live on ESPN1007.com.
At
Canar Eye Care, we have an uncompromised dedication to giving our patients a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision. Our 2 locations host state-of-the-art facilities with top-of-the-line diagnostic equipment and a knowledgeable staff that is always here to take care of you. At Canar Eye Care, we accept most medical and vision insurance. Remember, a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision begins at Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time by Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Medical Lodges Pittsburg is a 5-star quality-rated skilled nursing facility that has served Pittsburg and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. It's our mission to serve and enhance the lives of others, whether the need is for long-term care, short-term care, respite care, or day care. We offer private rooms, nutritious meals, therapy services, transportation to appointments, cable TV, Wi-Fi, and the daily newspaper, among other amenities. Medical Lodges Pittsburg is 100% employee-owned, so our team of skilled staff have a vested interest in providing quality care. If you'd like to stop in for a tour, we're located across the street from the hospital in Pittsburg at 2520 South Rouse, or call us at 620-231-0300. This is Tanya Johnson, registered nurse and administrator, and I look forward to talking with you about how we can best serve you and your family.
ESPN 100.7.
Halftime here in Fort Scott, Kansas, where the Fort Scott Tigers currently lead the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons by a score of 30-27. We'll give the stats for the hometown Tigers first. As a team, they are 12 of 20 from the floor. They only put up 1 shot beyond the 3-point arc. They missed that. That was attempted by C.J. Horton at halftime as it was expiring. They have been to the free throw line 6 times and converted 5 of them. They have 6 rebounds. Nick Lawrence, the leader currently for the Tigers. Lawrence is 6 of 8 from the field and 1 of 1 at the free throw line, so he's 13 points on the day. C.J. Horton has made the 4 trips to the free throw line, converted 3, and hit a bucket on the floor, so he has 5 points. For the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, they are 5 of 14 shooting from the field. They are 3 of 8, and they are in another zip code. However, they have gone to the charity stripe 14 times, and they have converted 9 of those, so that has helped keep them in this game. They also have 9 rebounds. They are winning the rebound battle by 3 there, just not getting second chance points. Javon Grant, normally the points leader for the Purple Dragons, currently sitting at 7 on 1 of 4 of shooting, 0 of 2 from beyond the three-point line. And that's mostly due to the excellent coaching and scouting by head coach Jeff Delatorre of the Fort Scott Tigers. And anytime that Grant has cut down the lane in an attempt to get a layup or to dish out, he has been fouled hard immediately. And that even resulted in Grant making a mental gaffe as he was wide open for a layup at one point. Gavin Elkamil, 1 of 3 shooting from the field, and he is 4 of 6 at the free throw line, giving him 6 points. Brett Wiemers has only attempted 1 shot. It was a 3-pointer, and he converted. Jarek Butcher, leading scorer, tied for second on the team in points with 6. He is 2 of 5 from the field. Both of his made shots have been 3-pointers. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and get you scores from around the area. You are listening to Pittsburgh Purple Dragon Basketball.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SCK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SCK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
I'm Amanda David, head coach of Pitt State women's basketball.
And I'm Kim Anderson, head coach of Pittsburg State men's basketball.
Our teams are back at John Lance Arena this month for a special 3-game holiday stand with Baker, Tabor, and Bethel colleges, December 28th, 29th, and 31st.
And we want you to be there. In fact, if you buy your tickets before Christmas Eve, you can go to all 3 games for just $12.
So share the gift of Gorilla Basketball this Christmas. Shoot for 3 with the holiday 3-pack.
Call our ticket office at 620-235-4796 or drop by the Garfield Weed Building at Pittsburg State University to purchase your tickets in person.
Thank you for all your support this year.
We wish you the very best this holiday season.
Sutton, president of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. It's great to be part of 2 winning traditions, Kansas Athletics and Commerce Bank. For more than 150 years, Commerce has provided financial strength and flexibility to meet the needs of our customers. We ask, listen, and solve to find banking solutions to make life easier. You can access your accounts of Commerce with a mobile banking app, online or in person at any of our locations in Pittsburgh, Columbus, Kansas City, and across the states of Kansas and Missouri. Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
ESPN 100.7.
Three and a half minutes to go. Currently, the Fort Scott Tigers are leading the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons by the score of 30-27. Get you some scores from around the area. Over in Pittsburgh, St. Mary's Colgan Panthers are leading the Iowa Mustangs 42-39 after trailing 30-20 at halftime. Game with some implications here as Iowa, part of the SEK. Then down in Riverton, the Frontenac Raiders are leading the Riverton Rams 17-18. If you want to listen to either of those games, you can listen to them on our ESPN 1007 webpage, clicking on the live events tab. For the Colgan Panthers, click on the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers live events. You'll hear Avi Sharma call that game. And then for the Riverton Rams Frontenac Raiders contest, click on the Frontenac Raiders live sporting events. And then you can hear Heath Atkins call that one. Well, that's going to do it for us here at halftime. Going to try and get you a scoring update from the Pitt State Gorilla Girls game out in Las Vegas. They're taking on currently the St. Edward's University. That game is supposed to be going on right now. Unable to see. Here it is. Finally have the final score, or the updated score, excuse me. St. Edward's is leading Pitt State 9-8 with about 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. That'll do it here. We'll take one final 1-minute break and come back with the start of the second half. You are listening to Pittsburgh Purple Dragon Basketball on ESPN1007.com.
Hi, I'm Kendall Gammon, former NFL Pro Bowler and proud graduate of Pittsburg State University. Like you, I love cheering on our Gorillas, but our student athletes need our support on more than just game days. That's why I'm asking you to participate in the newly created Silverback Fund. When you give to the Silverback Fund, you're helping fund scholarships for our students to excel athletically and academically. Take your Gorilla pride to the next level. Give to the Silverback Fund. Learn more at pittstate.edu/silverback.
I'm Jill Como from Como Jewelry. When you come into our store, be ready to feel some love. Yes, you'll find diamonds and jewelry that sparkle like crazy. But the most important part of our business isn't what's in the cases. It's who walks in our door. It's you. At Como Jewelry, our promise is this. We'll love you like nobody's business, because taking care of you is our business. So stop by to hear someone call your name. Como Jewelry, in Joplin at 20th and Rangeline, and in Pittsburg in front of the Meadowbrook Mall.
ESPN 100.7.
As we start the third quarter of play, Pittsburgh Purple Dragons will inbound. You have Grant, Elkamil, Weimers, Austin, and Butcher, the starters out for the Purple Dragons. For the Tigers, you have Hall, Goldston, Lawrence, Campbell, and Horton. Grant trying to drive in, guarded by Lawrence. Kicks it out to Butcher. Butcher puts down one dribble at about the 13-footer. Didn't take the shot. Elkamil pump fake. Keeps it as he is guarded by Hall. Now Grant with it again on the left block. Swings it over to Elkamil. Elkamil on the right side. Austin has it at the top of the key. Back once more to Grant. Now Elkamil gets a screen from Austin. Elkamil drives the lane. No good. However, Trenton Austin gets the rebound. Puts it back and good. Pittsburgh Purple Dragons come out strong, drawing first blood in the second half. Score now 30-29. Little under 7 minutes to go. Coach Rolfs calling out the defense. Ball in the hands of Campbell. Campbell swings around, kicks it out to Horton. Horton pointing out that he wants a screen from Lawrence. Does not take it, however. Lawrence still set up the screen, doesn't get it to him, though. Now in the hands of Hall. Hall on the right wing, well beyond the three-point arc. Elkamil, not a good. They get around to Horton, who shot up no good. Rebounded by Matt Campbell, and Campbell's put back in. So just like that, the Tigers get those 2 points back. Score is 32-29. Javon Grant with the ball. Now top of the key to Trenton Austin. Feeds it inside Jared Butcher. Grant thought about taking a three. Now he's driving. Puts up the shot, and they're going to call a charge on Javon Grant as Jordan Hall had himself set up right as Grant was driving in. And a 30-second timeout is going to be called by head coach Kylie Rolfs. We'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds here with Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
Strong teams are something Watco Companies knows all about. And whether we're transloading steel in Houston, repairing rail cars in Pennsylvania, or hauling grain in Australia, Watco is still the same hometown transportation services provider that was started in Pittsburg, Kansas 35 years ago. The Watco team has close ties to our local communities and would like to wish all our area high school teams safe and successful seasons. Watco Companies. Customer first, safety always.
ESPN 100.7.
Ty Roark checking in for the Purple Dragons to send Javon Grant to the bench, as Grant has 3 fouls now. And we are less than 2 minutes into the start of the second half. Ball with Goldston. Goldston is guarded by Roark. Now Roark, tenacious D, forcing Goldston to make an erratic pass over to Campbell. Campbell, though, able to secure it. Then he swings it around to Hall. Hall gets it back to Campbell. Campbell for 3, no good. And the rebound is by Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil pushing the pace, finds Roark for 3. Roark's 3 is up and good! Rattles around and falls. Tie ball game. 32-32, 5:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Nick Lawrence with it, trying to post up Trenton Austin, and he spins around Austin and lays it in. Another bucket in the paint for Nick Lawrence. Great job there by Lawrence to just kind of impose his will in the lane. Roark gets it out to Elkamil. There's moving it around now. Ball in the lane by Austin. Gets his own rebound, shot up, and now he will be drawing the foul. Many Pittsburgh fans, I'm sure, felt that that Austin should have at least 6 free throw attempts. This is just the first couple sent by Austin from the charity stripe. And his first one, unlucky, no shooter's roll. Hit the front of the rim. Then it rolled all the way along the right side of the rim, hit the backboard, and rolled all the way along the right side again before falling off the front. Austin gets it from the official, dribbles twice, and he recalibrated, buries it. 33-34 the score now. The Fort Scott Tigers lead. Up the court is Michaud. Michaud bounce pass in the corner to Goldston. Goldston is guarded by Elkamil. Back up to Michaud. In his face is Roark. Now bounce pass around to Horton. Horton with the ball above his head, trying to call it around. Feeding it into the post for Hall. Hall on Butcher. Hall shot up, no good. Trenton Austin slapped the ball, but they're not going to call a goaltending foul. Coach DeLaTorre wanted one. And then the foul after the rebound by Nick Lawrence is on Gavin Elkamil. That is Elkamil's first. Line right along the blocks. Butcher talking. I'm not sure if he is jawing with the official or if he's jawing with his namesake Hall, but the official coming back, and I think he was jawing with the official as Butcher has a little bit of a laugh, making a point, and right at that second, it was inbounded. A three put up, no good, rebounded by Brett Wiemers. Three was attempted by Goldston. Wiemers gets it to Roark. Roark, Austin driving the baseline on Hall. They're going to call a foul. I believe it's going to be a block on Jordan Hall. It is indeed on Jordan Hall. That is Hall's second. Inbound from Gavin Elkamil to Austin. Now they're going to swing it all the way around to Elkamil on the left wing. They feed it in to Butcher. Butcher working the lane, gets it over to Roark. Roark in the lane, back out to Butcher for a long dead on three. Shot hits the heel of the rim. Roark speeding, trying to keep it alive, unable to do so. That will be a turnover. Giving the ball back to the Tigers. We are at the halfway point here in quarter number 3. The score 34-33, 4 minutes to go. The Tigers are leading the Purple Dragons. Long up court pass over to Goldston. Now he puts it across the court to Hall. Hall feeds it into Nick Lawrence, and Lawrence, he is just eating up the Purple Dragons alive from the inside. Able to split a double team from Trenton Austin and Gavin Elkamil. Both of those men over 6'5". And now ball in the hands of Brett Wiemers. Gets to Austin. Austin driving the lane. And he has it stripped on the shot by Hall. Gets it to Lawrence. Lawrence has the ball lost. Able to pick it up without traveling. Gets it over to Goldstein. Goldstein running the lane. Circus, no good. Lawrence fought with Hall for the rebound. Butcher pushing the pace. 1-on-2. Drives in the lane. A little slide step. And lays it in! Jarek Butcher with the basket. 35-36 the score. Goldston has it, and he will slow the tempo. Under 3 here. Hand it over to Hall. Hall doing some mental calculations, calling out the play. Lawrence posting up on Austin. Butcher finds it in, but Lawrence again just destroying the inside of the Purple Dragons. The array of post moves that Nick Lawrence has displayed is unfathomable. Huge props to this senior. Block will be called on Alec Michaud. That is Michaud's 4th. He will sit, replaced by Jarrett Shoemaker. Re-entering for the Purple Dragons with 2.5 minutes to go is Javon Grant. Grant sends Wiemers to the bench. Inbound to Austin. Austin to Butcher along the left baseline. Now Roark steps out. Gets it over to Grant. Roark set a screen for Butcher. Grant didn't pass it over to Butcher. Now they get it to Wiemers. Wiemers a long three. Good! 38-38. About a 20-foot three buried by Ty Roark there. Roark, 2 shots, both of them threes. He's converted. Now we're at 2 minutes. The score is tied 33-30. Hall has it. Rises over Jarek Butcher, and the shot no good. It is rebounded by Austin. Grant driving down the lane, and he puts it up. No good. No foul called there that time, however. Goldstein goes to the lane, puts the shot up, and he gets a nice shooter's roll there. He put the front of the rim there, and then it rolled around to the back before settling through. 40-38, a minute and a half to go here in quarter number 3. Elkamil pump fakes on Lawrence, tries to drive down the lane, unable to do so. Gets it to Roark for 3. He is on fire! Ty Roark with his 3rd consecutive triple, giving the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons a 41-40 lead with about a minute 10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Goldston gets it over to Horton. Horton gets a screen from Lawrence. Lawrence wide open in the lane, and he hits into Butcher. Butcher drops down, trying to make it, but a retaliatory 3 is made by Jordan Hall. 43-41 the score. 50 seconds to go. Feeding Austin on the inside, going against Hall. Austin goes up, has the ball stripped by Hall, and then Austin puts it, buries it, gets the foul call, and one opportunity for Trenton Austin. Foul on Jordan Hall, Hall's 3rd, the 4th on the Tigers here in the second half. Entering, Peyton Cantrell and Brett Weimers. Jarek Butcher, Javon Grant sit. Austin set for his 3rd free throw attempt. It is up. It is good. That will extend the lead to 1. 44-43. Purple Dragons are leading over the Fort Scott Tigers. We are at the 30-second mark here in quarter number 3. Ball is in the hands of C.J. Horton. Horton feeds Jordan Hall running through the lane. Hall, great composure to put the shot up, no good. Nick Lawrence trying to get the rebound, unable to. Now Ty Roark gets it up court to Gavin Elkamil. Elkamil is guarded by Horton, driving the lane, going across, puts it up, out of the back of the rim, no good. Peyton Cantrell with the rebound, and they're going to say he was fouled on the floor. Peyton Cantrell with the rebound off of the miss from Brett Weimers. Less than 10 seconds. The score is 44-43. The Purple Dragons are leading. Inbounding is Elkamil. Gets it to Austin. Swings it around to Roark. Kick it out to Elkamil at the corner. Now Austin wide open in the paint. Puts it in. Fighting through the body of C.J. Horton. Now half-court shot by Horton. Hits the roof. Boy, that had a lot of arch on the shot by C.J. Horton. And we end the 3rd quarter with the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons leading the Fort Scott Tigers 46-43. Back in 1 minute with the final quarter here on ESPN1007.com.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
ESPN 100.7.
We enter the final quarter of play here in the Tiger Dome with the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons leading the Fort Scott Tigers 46-43. On the floor to start quarter number 4, Grant, Weimers, Roark, Elkamil, and Cantrell for the Purple Dragons. Campbell, Shoemaker, Horton, Lawrence, and Goldston for the Tigers. Lawrence fed along the baseline, driving, guarded by Elkamil. Kicks it to the top of the key. Campbell driving the lane, puts the shot up, and they're going to call a foul on Peyton Cantrell. And Kylie Rolfs can't believe it, doesn't say anything, leans back, puts his hands on his head. That is the fourth foul on Peyton Cantrell, so immediately he will go to, no, he's going to stay in. Trenton Austin ran to the scorer's table, but Coach Rawls pulls him back. Shot up and good from Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell's first free throw attempt. It's the first free throw attempt in the second half attempted by the Tigers, and he makes the second as well. That makes it 46-45. Shoemaker sits. Hall enters for Fort Scott. Grant will amble across the timeline. Now he gets it over to Wiemers. Wiemers to Elkamil on the left wing. Feeding Cantrell in the paint. Kicks it back out to Roark. Roark drives the baseline, tries to get it to Cantrell, picks up his own ball, throws it off the hands of Hall, and they're going to say it was last touched by Roark as Roark tried to corral it. Turnover, Purple Dragons. Hall will inbound to Goldstein. Gets it off uncontested. Now Goldstein slowly walks to the front court where he is picked up at the boundary by Grant. High ball pass into Hall. And now Hall, great move to get into the block. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Nick Lawrence as he leaped over everyone, pulled it back, and Lawrence then lays it in. Nick Lawrence will not let this Fort Scott team die. Now Javon Grant crosses the second lane, no good. Ball up, out. Rebound, still loose. Picked up by Wiemers. Wiemers kicks it out to Cantrell for three in the corner. Up, good! Peyton Cantrell, a three! 49-47 in favor of the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Pittsburgh having a lot of people step up since Javon Grant is having an off night scoring-wise. Ball in the hands of Hall, swung over to Goldston. Now they get to Lawrence in the paint. Lawrence guarded by Elkamil, spin around. They're going to call a block on the floor. That is the second foul on Gavin Elkamil. The fourth foul this half committed by the Purple Dragons. Entering is Trenton Austin and Jarek Butcher. Wiemers and Roark relieved of duty momentarily as the score is 49-47, 6:09. Coach Rawls, when talking to his players about what they need to do, ball tipped in, picked up by Grant. Grant running to the lane, pump fakes, lays it in! Able to do a little bit of a pump fake on that layup there and fake out Nick Lawrence. Lawrence was right behind him, could have blocked it, but the hitch in the layup gave Grant all the space he needed. Hall, high post. Grant covered by Butcher. Kick out to Horton for three. Three is up, rattles in and out, no good. Lawrence rips it out of the hands of Butcher. Then the ball is put in by C.J. Horton, and there is a whistle. Timeout called by the Tigers. Head coach Jeff Delator calls out the timeout before the inbound was made. So we go into the break with the score 51-49. The Fort Scott Tigers lead. Back in 30 seconds. You are listening to Pittsburgh Purple Dragons basketball.
There's never been a better time to install solar power. You'll save money every month on your electric bill, and big savings with loads of tax credits now available for solar on your home or business. And you can spread out your investment with some great financing options. The professionals at CDL will assess your situation and offer the right system for you. Then our skilled craftsmen will install the system quickly and efficiently. So help your pocketbook and the environment with solar, and contact the professionals at CDL.
ESPN 100.7.
Well, it has been an exciting first 2.5 minutes of this last period, where currently the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons lead the Fort Scott Tigers 51-49. Nick Grant. 20 points so far for Grant. 21, excuse me. And most of them coming in the paint. Lawrence has only been to the line once, and he converted it. Now to inbound is Cantrell. He gets it to Javon Grant. Grant will get it into the front court where he is met by Goldston. Running the high post is Austin. Austin has to get it back to Grant. Grant gets a screen from Butchers. Grant's three is up, hits the back of the rim, no good, and that's going to be a rebound by Jordan Hall. Peyton Cantrell was there, but he was not aggressive with 4 fouls, and now trying to get a quick bucket in the paint. It is thrown away by the Tigers. Grant gets the inbound from Austin. Now he fakes like he's going to go 0 to 60. Stops. Over to Butcher on the right side. Into Austin in the lane. Austin puts the shot up. No good. Rebound by Lawrence. Lawrence gets it over to Goldston, who gets it up to Horton. Now he feeds Lawrence in the post. Lawrence kicked out to Campbell. Campbell about an 18-footer. No good. Rebound by Trenton Austin there. Almost had it ripped away once more by Nick Lawrence. But he was able to hold on. 3 up and hits the back line. No good. Gavin Okamill having a rough night on the floor. He's 1 of 4. Alec Michaud entering, sitting is Campbell. 4.5 minutes left in this contest. Coach Rolfs calling out what to be aware of. Now they feed Lawrence. Lawrence travels the baseline, and he lays it in right off the glass. Nick Lawrence ties this game up 51 apiece. You have to be in awe of the offensive show that Nick Lawrence is putting on if you love good post play in basketball. Now Trenton Austin shot up. Good! And one attempt for Trenton Austin. And arguing about who should have had who is Lawrence and Hall. That is the first foul they call on C.J. Horton. Trenton Austin's free throw is up and good. 3 of 4. That puts that three-point play gets Austin over the double-digit figure in points. Michaud, guarded by Grant, tried to feed it into Lawrence, and they're going to give the ball to Pittsburg. As Grant tipped it, Nick Lawrence hustling to try and keep it in bounds. Last one to touch it. And now they're going to have an official discussion. That allows a sub to come in, Brett Weimers, and they're actually going to say it's with Fort Scott. Javon Grant can't believe it. He's talking with the official. Coach Rolfe can't believe it either. And now he wants to talk. He wants to talk to the official who came and made the call. It was the far side ref. The ref on the baseline said it was Purple Dragon ball. Then the sideline official came in and gave it to the Tigers. Neither official came over and talked to Coach Rolfe. So 3 put up by Michaud, no good. Rebound, put back by Jordan Hall. 53-54, the score, Purple Dragons lead. Grant very methodically feeds Austin in the paint, and Austin runs on the baseline and puts it in off the glass. 56-53, one-score contest, 3:15 to go here in the final frame. Michaud hands it off to Goldston. Now Goldstein will dribble to the left, guarded by Butcher. Going to the top of the key is Horton. Lawrence at about the 18-footer along the baseline will kick it back out to Goldstein. Cross-court pass to Hall. Hall thought about taking a 3, didn't thanks to the closeout by Elkamil. Now they feed Lawrence. Lawrence about loses it. Great recovery by Trenton Austin. Interior pass to Michaud. No good. Picked up by Goldston. Goldston dribbling back. Now he'll draw a cross and a 30-second timeout called by Coach Jeff De La Torre of Fort Scott. We'll take it with him back in 30 seconds here with the conclusion of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball.
No one wants to file for bankruptcy, but a wage garnishment can make it hard to pay the rent, pay the pharmacy, or even feed the family. Bankruptcy can be a viable option to help families cope with unfortunate and unforeseen financial hardship. Call Steve Stockert at Wilbert & Towner, 620-231-5620 for a consultation to find out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you and your family. Call today. Wilbert & Towner, a full-service law firm, 620-231-5620. We are a debt relief agency, helping people find the relief they need in bankruptcy.
ESPN 100.7.
(56-53) after the offense somewhat stalled out from starting there. Fort Scott head coach Jeff Delatorre called a 30-second timeout. He has 2 timeouts remaining. So now it'll be a side in for the Tigers. Purple Dragons are leading 56-53 in the fourth quarter. Nick Lawrence wide open on the inbound, misses the shot, but the putback is made by Jordan Hall. 55-56. Lawrence was streaking off the inbound to the hoop. He almost laid it in as he was mid-air, but too much off the glass. However, since the only person there was Trenton Austin, there was no body to put on Hall. Grant pulls up, puts a shot, gets his lucky shooter's roll there. On Grant's third bucket of the night, 58-53. We are at 2 minutes to go. Coach Delatorre calling the play. Getting a screen is Michaud. Tried to get into the corner for Goldston. Was deflected mid-lane by the Purple Dragons. Lawrence, Horton, Michaud, Hall, and Goldston for the Tigers. And on the baseline, and one! Nick Lawrence driving along the baseline, drawing contact on Trenton Austin. He will go to the line with a chance to tie this game with 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. Butcher, Weimers, Elkamil, Austin, and Grant, the starting 5 on for the Purple Dragons. Lawrence, his free throw is up. Short, no good! Rebounded by Austin. Gets it over to Grant. Grant pushing it. Now he puts up a shot. Good! Javon Grant has finally found his shot with 2 minutes to go here in this contest. 60-57. Timeout called by head coach Kylie Rolfs. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds here with Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball on ESPN100.7.com.
Strong teams are something Watco Companies knows all about. And whether we're transloading steel in Houston, repairing rail cars in Pennsylvania, or hauling grain in Australia, Watco is still the same hometown transportation services provider that was started in Pittsburg, Kansas 35 years ago. The Watco team has close ties to our local communities and would like to wish all our area high school teams safe and successful seasons. Watco Companies. Customer first, safety always.
ESPN 100.7.
We are going down to the wire, much like many of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball games, where it is a thriller right until the very end. Currently, the score stands at 60-57 in favor of Pittsburgh, with 90 seconds left here in the final frame. Worth noting, Coach Delatorre has 2 timeouts left. However, the Tigers have no fouls to give. The Purple Dragons have one. Driving the baseline and fouled on the floor is Jordan Hall. There's that one foul they have to give, and that's going to be on Gavin Elkamil's third. So at this point, as long as it's not an offensive foul, there will be free throw shot by either side, 1-1 for the moment. Inbounding is Michaud. Michaud gets it into Hall right on the corner. Shot up, no good. They're going to call a foul on the shot. That one again will probably be on Elkamil, as Elkamil somewhat let Hall slip by him toward the block. And then kind of had to recover quickly and made contact as Hall was making a shot. Score is still 60-57. Hall at the line to shoot 2. It is up and good. 60-58 now. Little over a minute 15 left in the fourth. The second one, also good. 1 point ball game here. Grant into the front court, 1:15 here. He is guarded by Goldston, and foul on Goldston. That will send Javon Grant to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That is the third foul on Goldston. Goldston's fourth foul. 1 point ball game, 60-58. Both teams in the bonus. Another thing to know, jump ball arrow with the Purple Dragons. Grant buries his free throw. 6 of 9 so far is Javon Grant. Second one rolls out, no good. 6 of 10 now is Grant. The rebound there by Horton. It is a 2 point ball game, 61-59. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. So in theory, the Tigers could whittle this all the way down and try and put up a last-second shot. Michaud driving into the lane, puts the shot up, lays it in! Alec Michaud ties this game with 45 seconds left. Javon Grant has it. 40 seconds now. 61-61. Javon Grant not unaccustomed to big-time action like this in the sub-state championship last year to go to the 5A state tournament. Grant made a shot that tied it up, allowing Drew Rolfs, then senior of the Purple Dragons, to make a game-winning shot and defeat St. Thomas Aquinas to go to the 5A state championship. Grant dribbling it out. There is no engagement by Goldston. And now with 13 seconds, Grant has it. We are at 10. Going here, timeout called by Coach Rolfs. 7 seconds left. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with him back in 1 minute with the final 10 seconds of regulation for Pittsburgh Purple Dragon basketball against the Fort Scott High School Tigers.
Are you tired of all those confusing checking account options? The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union makes your choice simple. We only have one option. Our checking account has no monthly fees, and if you maintain a $2,000 minimum balance, we pay you interest. Get the Credit Union Advantage at 416 North Broadway or call 620-231-5719 for more information. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA up to $250,000.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
ESPN 100.7.
Whether they are wearing red or wearing purple, everyone inside the Tiger Dome is on their feet standing for this final 7 seconds of regulation. It's going to be a side inbound for the Purple Dragons. Javon Grant to inbound. Austin, Elkamil, Grant, and Weimers also here for the Purple Dragons. They get it. Another timeout called by Jarek Butcher as they were unable to get the ball inbounded. Another full timeout called by Coach Rolfs. We will take it with him again. Back in 1 minute with the final 7 seconds of regulation here in Fort Scott, Kansas.
At Kanar Eye Care, we have an uncompromised dedication to giving our patients a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision. Our 2 locations host state-of-the-art facilities with top-of-the-line diagnostic equipment and a knowledgeable staff that is always here to take care of you. At Kanar Eye Care, we accept most medical and vision insurance. Remember, a lifetime of healthy eyes and excellent vision begins at Kanar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time by Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Medical Lodges Pittsburgh is a 5-star quality-rated skilled nursing facility that...
And we are back here. Once again, ball with the Purple Dragons. They do have the jump possession arrow. Butcher to inbound. Gets it over to Grant. 7 seconds. Grant gets a screen from Weimers. Kicks out to Elkamo. Elkamo for 3. Good! With 2 seconds to go! Coach Delator calls a timeout! Let's see how much time they put back on the clock. Currently, there is 3/10 of a second back on the clock. They are discussing how much time is left on the clock, but currently it's 64-61 with 3/10 of a second left on the clock, and they're going to give him 2 seconds. They're going to give Coach Delator's Fort Scott Tigers 2 seconds left on the clock. Delator called a full timeout. No, 2.2 seconds, excuse me. And folks, that 2/10 of a second might not seem like much, but that is huge when it comes to basketball. Gavin Elkamil, though, a rough night from the shooting floor, only made 1 basket prior to that, buries a 3 with 2.2 seconds left, say the official, to give the Purple Dragons a 64-61 advantage. Coach Delator still has 1 timeout. Jump ball arrow still in favor of the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Important facts to know. Both teams also in the bonus. A foul, as long as it's not offensive, will result in 1-and-1 shots. It is still a 1-possession game. So theoretically, the inbound could happen. A shot could be missed, rebounded by the Purple Dragons, immediately fouled. And if one of the free throws were to be made, but not both, we could still end up in overtime with a mythical 4-point play. However, that is very unlikely. But it is worth mentioning the possibility. A 1-3-1 press break offensive setup by the Purple Dragons. Baseball pass, tipped by Austin, 1.5, picked up by Weavers, ball game over! The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons win, 64-61! The final score here at the Tiger Dome in Fort Scott, Kansas. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, 64. The Fort Scott Tigers, 61. We're back in 2 minutes with the final stats here on ESPN1007.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
I'm Amanda David, head coach of Pitt State women's basketball.
And I'm Kim Anderson, head coach of Pittsburg State men's basketball.
Our teams are back at John Lance Arena this month for a special 3-game holiday stand with Baker, Tabor, and Bethel Colleges, December 28th, 29th, and 31st.
And we want you to be there. In fact, if you buy your tickets before Christmas Eve, you can go to all 3 games for just $12.
So share the gift of Gorilla Basketball this Christmas. Shoot for 3 with the holiday 3-pack.
Call our ticket office at 620-235-4796 or drop by the Garfield Weed Building at Pittsburg State University to purchase your tickets in person.
Thank you for all your support this year.
We wish you the very best this holiday season.
Sutton, president of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. It's great to be part of 2 winning traditions, Kansas Athletics and Commerce Bank. For more than 150 years, Commerce has provided financial strength and flexibility to meet the needs of our customers. We ask, listen, and solve to find banking solutions to make life easier. You can access your accounts of Commerce with a mobile banking app, online or in person at any of our locations in Pittsburgh, Columbus, Kansas City, and across the states of Kansas and Missouri. Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
ESPN 100.7.
An absolute barn burner here at the Tiger Dome in Fort Scott, Kansas. where the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons emerge victorious 64-60 thanks to a three-point shot made by Gavin Elkamil with 2.2 seconds left to go. The victory was sealed as C.J. Horton's inbound. He tried to baseball throw it to, I want to say, Carter Goldstein on the near side. But as Horton was throwing it, Trenton Austin timed his jump perfectly and used all of his 6'5" wingspan to deflect that ball, and it went straight up, burning off precious seconds. By the time it came down to where anyone could pick it up, the person who grabbed it was Brett Wiemers of the Purple Dragons, and then time expired. Truly a phenomenal finish, as this game was within one score for the entirety of it. At the end of the first quarter, it was 16-15. At the end of the first half, it was 30-27. Going into the fourth quarter, and both of those scores, I should say, were to the advantage of the Tigers. Going into the fourth quarter, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons were ahead 46-43. At one point in the fourth quarter, they were up 61-55. But timely shooting by the Tigers got them back into it, and they tied it 61-61. And that lies solely on the shoulders of Nick Lawrence of the Tigers. Lawrence put up 19 shots, all of them within about 15 feet. He made 11 of those 19 shots, and he chipped in a free throw, ending his night with 23 points and 3 boards for the Purple Dragons. Javon Grant had an off night for the most part shooting, but in the end, when it mattered, he was able to make clutch layups like he has all year going into the lane. He ends his night 4 of 10, 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. However, Grant was able to add 5 points from the free throw line, giving him 13 overall, made 50% of his free throws. Elkamil, as I mentioned, only 2 baskets, one of them that what proved to be the game-winning 3, made another basket as well, shot 2 of 5. He shot 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Ty Roark, coming off the bench, 3 shots, all of them three-pointers, nailed them all. 9 points for Ty Roark. Brett Wiemers, 1 of 2 shooting. His one made basket was a three-pointer. Peyton Cantrell also chipped in a 3. Jarek Butcher, the offensive stalwart to start the scoring for the Purple Dragons. He went 3 of 7 overall from the field, 2 of 6 from deep, giving him 6 points. Trenton Austin had to fight for all his points in the paint. Seemed to have someone in his face or in his lap just about every shot. He ends his night 5 of 9 on the floor, 3 of 4 at the charity stripe, giving him 13 points overall. He also added 4 boards. Totals for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, 19 of 17 on the court, 8 of 16 from downtown, 12 of 19 at the free throw line, and they had 16 rebounds. Now joining me is head coach Kylie Rolfs. And Coach, what a phenomenal finish to that game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because we were in trouble for a long time in that game. We came out, we made some good runs early. I thought we really, had things kind of going our way, and you credit them. I thought they bounced back, kind of took advantage of some things on us. We hit really a low there for a while, but, it got to 8, I think, if I remember right, but we never let it get, then we got it right back to a couple. And the good thing was when we weren't playing very well for a while, we never let it get past 3, if I remember right. And so that kind of always kept us there. And I felt like we were eventually going to have a little run, and